Hello everyone and welcome to the Orc Codex review, the very first Codex review of 11th edition. This is an exciting one. I'm very excited to see the orcs and see what they've done. The preview articles that GW has given us so far have looked really interesting, and it looks like that we're going to see almost a total rewrite of orcs. So I'm pretty excited to kind of just get into the weeds on this one.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun stuff in the book, right? We're excited to see what they are. Like, old Gazzy is looking a little bit bigger out of that preview.
He's certainly a little bit bigger than he used to be.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so before we get into the review, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can also join Art of War right here on YouTube, where you can see this book being played just right now. Just literally right now. But yeah, I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up on how to write orc lists, my evaluations on the codex, as well as just kind of like the endless detachment combos that this new codex has presented us and how to like really interact with that as a system now. This is going to be the first codex in the game that gets to do that, and the War Room is going to be the perfect place for you to check that out. You can also join Art of War by going to thewarroom.dhx.tv and starting a free 3-day trial where you honestly get access to all the content for free for 3 days, and you can kind of see if you like it from there.
Yeah.
All right, now let's just kind of get into the review from here.
Alrighty, so starting off with the infamous WA, the army rule of the orcs. It has been for at least a few editions at this point.
I am a 9th edition baby.
Yep.
It was the rule in the 9th edition codex.
Yep.
And the 10th edition codex, so that's what I know.
That's it. You know, here it is in the 11th edition codex. But it has changed a little bit from what we know it as. So friendly orc units with this ability can reroll advanced rolls. That's just all the time. And then they become riled up as stated in other rules. And while a unit is riled up, it has a 5-up invulnerable save. All of its ranged weapons gain assault, and when that unit is selected to make an advance move, that advance move does not prevent that unit from being eligible to declare a charge. And then the last rule is the war cry, which is once per battle per army. At the start of the command phase, you can use this ability. If you do, friendly orc units with the WA ability are riled up until the end of the next turn.
Let's look at what's different here. So I won't say that this is a full transformation of the WA.
No.
I think this is basically a subtle shift of moving it around.
Yes.
What's the same is the 5-up invul.
Yep.
Advance and charge.
It's pretty good.
Those parts of it are the same. Now, the reroll advances all the time is brand new, and it's kind of stapled into the WA ability that's going to pop up on their data sheet now. Yes. This is just a flat upgrade in almost every single way. Rerolling advances all the time is just like a good rule.
It's a good rule to have.
It's just a good rule. Like there's nothing bad about that literally in any way. What you're not seeing here is extra strength, extra attack.
Yes.
Right now, as we get into the data sheets, we are going to see that in some places this is baked in.
That's nice.
In some places this is not, and that's going to be important to pay attention to as we look at just like the general melee power of many of the units. Right. The best part here is picking up assault.
Yes.
Right. Because it really was frustrating sometimes that there were detachments that were like, okay, you need to have the guns. Here you go. Here's assault. This detachment gives you assault. But then I couldn't play my gun units and like them be as useful in like literally any other detachment. It was just kind of frustrating because like orcs are like actually a combined arms force. I've talked about this a million times. Our book is more guns than it is melee units, which is ridiculous to say. Right. So just having it built in that now combined arms is just it's just telling us to do that, right? Yeah. It's saying that you can advance, shoot, and charge. That's great.
Do everything.
I immediately think of units like Flashkits, which have guns and melee and can just fully function.
Yes,
right? So I think this is overall going to be a net upgrade for the army in terms of its play style on the table.
Yep.
But I think if our stats are baked in all the right ways, it's just not going to be a problem at all.
Yeah. No. Also, this kind of we've seen the shift into riled up so that it's not just the once per game WA. You have access to it as we kind of go through the codex in other ways beyond once a game your army gets to function.
Yeah, because we already saw the preview on the article about what Ghazghkull does. Is like Ghazghkull can put mini units into riled up status, right? Which is cool.
Yeah, it is really good. There is another army rule called Boss, which is at the start of the battle round, if a model with this ability is your warlord, you gain 1 command point.
Yeah, this is just good. Also, you're going to note that it doesn't say that warlord needs to be on the battlefield.
Whoa. That is a big deal.
Right. So I'm pretty sure this means that the warlord can be dead. Like you don't need to be not in a transport or anything weird. Like you just get the CP every turn.
Yeah.
It just says you just have this. Someone with that ability is your warlord.
These in list writing, you're like, all right, cool. I'm going to have 5 extra command points.
You just start with 5 extra command points.
That is really good.
That is nuts.
That's
what that
really
is.
good.
That's just nuts.
No more relying on the Gretchen.
There's no more Gretchen coin flipping. Nothing along those lines. That means I get the maximum efficiency of my secondary cards. Like That's incredible. That is an incredible rule. I would not be shocked if this starts to be a new staple for some future books, because it looks like this is very suspicious.
Yeah, very. Well, we've seen this.
We've seen this before.
So moving on to the unstable energies, which is kind of like the third army rule. It says Orc Psychers with this ability have a Psyker level of 1 or higher specified in that unit's abilities. Each psychic ability has a psychic level of 1 or higher specified in that ability's name. In a battle round, a friendly Orc Psyker unit can use a number of psychic abilities whose total psychic level does not exceed that Psyker unit's Psyker level. Say Psyker 5 more times.
Yeah, okay. So psychic levels are a thing now.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
When we read a Psyker, this will probably make more sense.
The Weirdboy will explain all.
Yeah, the Weirdboy will explain this.
And then there's an interesting little part called special move types, which I imagine that these are probably move types that either one or multiple datasheets will have access to. But the first of which is called the Pulse Jet move. Well, that already exists. That's Wazdakka's datasheet ability, right?
No, that's the Speed Wa. The current I guess old detachment at this point, right? The Speed Wa datasheet where it says you can move 24 inches in a straight line.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the Pulse Jet says maximum distance is pulse roll plus 18 inches. You're eligible if, as stated in the rule allowing this move type, effect your unit moves as described in moving core rules 3. This is a really weird way to word this. Before moving, make a pulse roll by rolling 1d6. While moving, ignore all vertical distances for the purposes of how far your unit has moved. Your unit can move through all types of models. Your unit can move horizontally and vertically through all categories of terrain feature. After moving, your unit must be unengaged. Until the end of the turn, your unit is not eligible to declare a charge or start an action. And until the start of your next turn, attacks that target your unit have -1 to hit rolls.
Oh, that's a sneaky little...
They threw that one in there.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, because that stacks would cover, right? That means we can functionally have -2 to hit units. I'll be very curious where you could use this. So this is cool. It basically could pseudo fly.
Yeah.
With like a little countdown side. I imagine we're probably going to see this on some sort of speed freak thing.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like Wazdakka.
Well, Wazdakka ability, yeah. Then the second one is an Assault Disembark move, which is a setup distance of 3 inches, eligible if, as stated in the rule allowing this move type, if all of the following apply to your unit. You're an embarked unit within a transport model that is on the battlefield. You did not embark within that transport model this phase, and that transport has not made an advance or fallback move this phase. Effect your unit is set up as described in setup, and while moving, set up each model in your unit wholly within the setup distance of that transport. It just kind of feels like a disembark.
Is this just the Land Raider ability? Just with a lot of words?
Assault Disembark. Well, no, it says you can't if you made an advance. Yeah, because it doesn't make you ineligible to charge.
Oh, got it. So this is the Land Raider. This is the Land Raider
with a lot of words.
Okay, got it. So you can move a transport and get out and charge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. Cool.
Okay, so for the next part of the review, we're actually going to evaluate the data sheets first.
Yes.
So through our quick flipping of the book, it looks like the data sheets are almost entirely reworked.
Yes.
So we want to give you the context of what a data sheet is going to look like in the Orc Codex and kind of what they do now, so that how they interact with detachments, we will have a better understanding of what that actually does.
Yeah.
So let's just rip it off. I think Ghazghkull is just the first data sheet.
Big man, the beast of Armageddon. So Ghazghkull is up. We've seen this data sheet in the Warcom article, but just a quick recap. He's going to move 8 inches. He's a toughness of 10 with a 2-up save and a 4-up invuln and 16 wounds. He's a 6-up leadership with 4 OC. And then he's got 1 gun, which is Mork's Roar, and it has 2 different profiles, either aimed or point blank. The aimed one is lethal hits against non-monsters vehicles with rapid fire 4. It's a 36-inch range of 12 shots, hitting on 5s at strength 6, AP 1, damage 1. And then the Mork's Roar point blank is close quarters and torrent with 2d6 plus 2 shots at a 9-inch range of 611. So basically you just get to...
Yeah, the gun here is overall defensive profile, just bigger across the board.
Yes.
Right. But he doesn't have leader ability anymore, right?
He does not. No.
Okay, got it. So that Ghazghkull just is a guy by himself now. Yeah. This is going to be a shift back to how he kind of used to be when he was a solo monster running around back into the 9th edition days, really.
Face cap Gaz.
That's face cap Gaz, right? Yeah, so we're back to that, right? We're a big, beefy guy that's running around on the table that isn't bogged down into a 20 boys unit, which means that inherently we need to be more durable. Yeah. Now, this is going to, funny enough, be less durable and more durable in some ways, right? Gaz as an individual model is significantly tougher.
Yes.
You're going to notice Makari is gone, and you can't save scum your opponent anymore by being like, okay, all the saves go on Makari now, and then you take no damage, right? That's just blatantly not a thing anymore.
The luckiest get.
The luckiest get. The luckiest get is not very lucky anymore. Yeah.
So moving on to his melee weapons, he's got the Adamantine Headbutt, not Headbutt, which is 1 attack of extra attacks, devastating wounds, precision, hitting on 2s of strength 14, AP 2, D3 plus 3 damage. And then he's also got Gork's Claw, which is cleave 2, devastating wounds, 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 14, AP 3, damage 4.
No sweep profile.
No sweep profile. So they've kind of baked the sweep and the smash into one, adding cleave 2 to his big damage 4 profile.
Sure, that makes sense.
But that's pretty much what he's got for melee.
Yeah, I like the new Headbutt. Not headbutt. I like the new headbutt. Having just like 1 precision, like skull smash is just like, it's just convenient, honestly. Overall, that's a good profile. His melee is basically the same. Is it 7 attacks now?
He has 7 attacks.
Okay, yeah, he's plus 1 attack than he used to be. I believe he's the same strength and AP.
So he got Wah before.
Yeah, he got Wah baked in right there, right? So that is overall good. I'm very curious about what his abilities are, because his former ability, +1 hit, +1 to wound for his unit, and then crit 5 for his unit as well, and then you were like sustained through detachments, and then lethal for Makari, blah blah blah. That was what you had, the whole combo built in, right?
He did the thing. So he is the Supreme Commander, so if he's in your army, he has to be your Warlord. But just kind of skipping ahead to the keyword section, he does have that Warboss keyword that we were looking at earlier.
Got it. So he'll give you the command roll, he gets the CP.
Yep.
Cool.
For his army rules, he's got Deboss and Wah, which are both kind of those rules that we've seen on the army rule section. And then he has a De Grand Warlord's Lads. While this unit is within 3 inches of another friendly Orcs infantry unit, this unit has Lone Op. So he's got that Primarch rule of hang out by your buddies, don't get shot.
Cool.
And then he's got Makari Hoist Dat Banner, which is once per battle per army. In your movement phase, you can select a number of friendly Orc units equal to or less than the current battle round number. Those units are riled up until the start of your next turn. So you get like a mini wall.
Important thing here, this is in your movement phase.
Yes.
Which means you can actually see where your units move and then decide to do. The reroll advances is baseline, right? So we don't have to go into the wall to get our reroll advance ability. Then what the wall says is we become eligible to charge once we're riled up as an active ability, right? So that means we can see our whole movement phase and then to be like, okay, this unit's in the wall, this unit's not, this unit's in the wall.
Yep.
That's actually really good time. That's like a very good timed ability. So that's cool.
Yep. And then his final ability is Prophet of the Great Wah, which is an aura of 6 inches. While a friendly Orcs unit is within 6 inches of this unit, that unit's melee attacks have +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
So we're back to being a force multiplier.
Yep.
This is what Gaz used to be. Like what I said before, he was a force multiplier for the army. Instead of being a force multiplier for his one single unit, he's now going to be in an AoE aura.
Yes.
This is mostly where Gaz is going to feel less durable and more durable at the same time, right? Yep. This is a very powerful ability, but you have to be within 6 inches of this unit to do it, which means that we are in the fight, right? Yes. And this is only melee attack. So it's not like we're like sitting Gaz in a castle and shooting down range or anything along those lines. Like Gaz is diving in with the rest of the army. +1 hit, +1 to wound in an aura is excellent. Yep. This is really good. We do have the points right here from the Orc MFM.
Yep.
That is going to be a 300 point model on Gaz.
That's actually not that crazy.
I think that's probably about appropriate. Yeah. I could see maybe a world where we end up going a little bit more. I want to see this model in action on the table first.
Yeah.
Because everything here sounds amazing, right? We have this Lone Op 16 wound model that he's infantry keyword as well, I believe, right?
Yep.
Infantry keyword, he can go through walls, he can have hidden, he can like do all this stuff. His melee is a little bit, his melee seems better across the board, but it's not.
Yeah.
Right. Spoiler alert from the detachments, there's no way to get crit 5 + lethal on this guy or anything along those lines. The +1 hit, +1 to wound he had before, so he just gets to keep that, right? So we're not going to see any like crazy explosions of damage out of this guy or anything along those lines. And the sweep profile into like 5 Marines and stuff like that is going to be technically less efficient than his old sweep profile, right? So there are some real downsides here, but overall, this is what Gaz should be. This is a well-designed Primarch for the army. It is a massive buff. It does something incredibly unique, putting a bunch of units into the wall. So I think 300, we'll wait and see, right? Maybe I'd be surprised if this ends up being too cheap, but it is very good, right?
He does the classic Gas thing of he wants to sit right in the middle of the wall and just go forward and beat everyone to death. You know?
He's going to be a giant beat stick, as we know love works to be. So
love Gas. So moving on to the next epic hero is Nazdreg. So he was kind of a late addition to 10th edition. We got him at the very, very end.
No, this guy's brand new.
Oh, he's brand new.
This guy's brand new. Brand new. This guy just came out right now.
Now. All righty. Good to know. So he moves 5. He's toughness 7 with a 2-up save and a 5-up invuln. He's 8 wounds of leadership 6 and 1 OC. He has a ranged weapon, which is his Custom Blasta X. He does have 3 profiles, but notably you don't have to choose between them.
Do not have to choose.
You just shoot him. So going into his first profile, he has the Custom Blasta X Gatler profile, which is hazardous. It's a 24-inch range, 6 attack, ballistic skill 4, strength 9, AP 2, damage 3.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
How many shots is that again?
6 attacks.
It's actually not bad.
It's very good. And then he's got a Custom Blast X Shoota profile, which is lethal hits against non-monster vehicle, rapid fire 2, 18-inch range, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s at 5-1-1. That's not as good as the first profile, but it exists. And then he has the final one is a Scorcher profile, which is going to be 3 attacks with Blast 1 and Torrent at Strength 5, AP 1, Damage 1. So he's got a ton of 5-1-1 attacks and then a few big 6-2-3 attacks.
And the fact he shoots all 3 of these is really good. Yes. Notably, we have Assault baked into the wall now, which means that he can always fire these on the turn he's activating.
Exactly. His melee is quite decent. He has the Custom Blasta X in melee as well. It is Cleave with extra attacks, 6 attacks, hitting on 2s at 5-1-1. So it's basically just the Shoota profile in melee.
Oh, wow.
And then it is Cleave too, which is pretty neat. So when you're swinging into hordes, you just get the thing.
Does he get to use his giant power claw too?
He does. He also gets to use the Moon Chua.
Moon Chua.
Moon Chua. Well, he's a bad moon. He's a yellow guy.
Right.
He's Cleave 1 with Twin Linked. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 12, AP 2, damage 3. That's just a good profile.
That's actually really strong. Yep. So this is gonna be like a twin kill saw.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like a twin kill saw.
There's 5 attacks of twin kill saw. It does have Cleave 1, which is actually quite decent.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna see this on most of the war bosses. Yep. We're just gonna have Cleave instead of having sweep profiles, which is not bad.
Yeah, it's all right. It makes you better into like elite infantry, slightly worse into
Terminators hate Cleave.
Yes.
And then like Termagants don't care.
Yeah, exactly. But if only orcs had ways to access mass attacks and that are good into infantry. So his keywords are infantry, character, epic hero, mega armor, war boss, which there we go. There's the one command point for you.
The boss is watching everything.
Yep, he has the boss and Wa for his army rules. He does also deep strike, and he's a leader. So I think in the MFM we see who all he can lead.
Yeah,
I imagine it's probably Mega Nobs.
Yeah, just Mega Nobs.
And then he has 3 different abilities. The first one is Intimidating Motivation. Once per battle round per army, in your movement phase, at the start or end of this unit's move, you can select one friendly orc unit within 6 inches of this unit. That unit is no longer battle shocked and is riled up until the start of your next turn.
Yeah, this is going to be transformative to how orcs play as a faction, right? So this ability we're going to see throughout the codex, right? Intimidating Motivation is for generic war bosses.
Yep.
I think it's like the Beast War or something like that for beast bosses, and speed bosses have the speed wall, whatever it's called, right? They all have their own keyword tag, which means that a generic war boss can put a unit to riled up every turn. Yep. A beast boss can put a unit to riled up every turn, and a speed boss can put a unit to riled up every turn. This is a fundamental mechanic to how this book is going to work. Yep. We do not have to use the real WA to put units into them now. We can use these abilities instead to kind of gain activations into the game instead of the army being built around this one all-in turn where you have to be like, push all your models no matter what, because this is a huge problem that the armies had forever. When you knew how the wall worked, so you just like force them to do it, and then like, oh well, that's it. Now it keeps going, right? This is a great thing to see. Also, you're going to note that Intimidating Motivation says at the start or end of this model's move.
Yes.
Which means that you can either run somewhere and put someone into the wall, or you can put someone into the wall before you run away yourself.
Yes.
Right? So that is excellent timing. I think Nazdreg is a really great model. I think he also has another ability, though.
He has 2 more abilities.
2 more abilities. Okay.
So he has Nazdreg's No Watts, which is this unit has deep strike, and this unit's ranged attacks have ignores cover.
Great.
It's pretty good. That's
really
good.
cool.
Do Mega Nobs not have deep strike natively?
We will find out, actually. They don't at the moment.
Okay.
But maybe they do now.
Gotcha. All right. And then Supreme Cunning, which is once per phase per army. In your opponent's movement phase, when an enemy unit ends a move within 8 inches of this unit, if this unit is unengaged, this unit can make a normal move up to D6 inches, or if this unit is riled up, make a normal move of up to 5 inches.
This is just a great ability overall.
Yes.
Being able to reactive infantry models into hidden or into cover, or like you can go punch something and be like, the moment you move near me, I'm going to jump back into the terrain or on the other side of a wall, so on. Overall, this just like interacts with 11th edition like really quite well.
Yep. Just good stuff.
This guy's good.
Yeah. He's a lot of different things that you can do for your army, right? His own unit is going to get buffed fairly heavily because of the reactive and the deep strike. And also, even if you don't want to send Nazdreg out with his Mega Nobs in a turn, you can just be like, all right, cool, this unit's riled up instead. Yeah. So that is really nice.
175 points.
Woo.
175. So this is expensive, but I also think this is appropriately costed. 175 for everything this guy does is just good.
Yeah.
Maybe this is slightly under, slightly over, whatever. 175 is just good.
Yeah, you're going to take it. So moving on to the classic, the Warboss. He's going to move 6. He's toughness 6 with a 4-up save and a 5-up invuln all the time. It's kind of cool. He's 6 wounds, leadership 6, 1 OC. So very similar.
God, these are T6 again.
Yep.
It was so cringe that they were the same toughness as a boy. They're so much bigger than a regular boy.
Bigger.
Yeah. So
even the new models.
Yes, they're back to being T6. Great.
Yep.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Wonderful. So their core abilities are they're a leader, and then their army rules are the boss and Wa. So they also have the boss. It goes all the way down to the humble Warboss.
Yeah, I'm guessing that every single Warboss in the game is just going to have this ability.
Probably. Ranged weapons. They're equipped with they're custom.
This is a mouthful.
This one's gonna.
There's a lot of guns
going on
here.
here.
To break it down, basically, there's combi rockets, there's combi scorches, and then what combi just both of things.
Something like that. So they're equipped base with a custom choppa and a custom Shoota, and then their custom choppa can be replaced with a power claw, and then their custom Shoota can be replaced with one of the followings: a combi rocket or a combi scorcha. All right. So going through those real quick. The combi rocket has 2 different profiles, which is not confusing at all. It has a Buster rocket, which is 1 shot hitting on 5s, strength 10, AP 2, damage 3. That's a standard rocket. And then it has a Shoota profile, which has lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, rapid fire 1, 2 attacks base, hitting on 5s at 401. Then it has a combi scorcha, which has a Shoota profile, which is the same as the combi rocket Shoota profile, 2 attacks, hitting on 5s at 401, 18-inch range, rapid fire 1. And then its combi Scorcha is Scorcha, Blast 1, Torrent, 12-inch range, 3 shots base at 501. So, and then the final one is the custom Shoota, which just has 4 shots base with rapid fire 2, hitting on 5s at 401. So for those that were not playing the game a little while ago, this used to be a thing. There was like a combi weapons. In Space Marines, they were called combi weapons, but it was spelled with a C. And in Orcs, they're called combi weapons,
but
they're spelled with a K. The different things. Basically, now you know them as like the little anti-infantry dev wound gun that they just kind of created for this edition. But previously they were this, where you got to pick between one of 2 profiles. And they were typically worse than whatever the standard profile of that gun was.
Yeah, usually they like would hit one less or like have a less shots or something along those. But you get the benefit of having the flexibility here.
Option, yeah.
I'm very happy to see this back.
Yep.
It's really nice when you can be granular with your models. I also like that assault is inherently built in. So these random guns for orcs actually matter.
Yeah,
now.
you're actually shooting.
Having a random rocket shot off my Warboss is relevant.
Pretty cool.
I also want to look at how scorches are different now. Yeah. Now, we saw this when they previewed the Orc Boy data sheet. We saw that the flamers were looking a little bit different now. We have a set number of shots with Blast and Torrent. Yes. This is no longer like D6 shots on flamers. They've taken the randomness out of them, really. And now they're more of like a set anti-horde thing, which I think is actually kind of cool. I like that. Sometimes it was kind of cringe when like you have like, the Rubric Marine is like the best example on the planet, where it's like, I rolled 3 1s. I rolled 18 shots. It was just like an unfun amount of variance to it, right? So I think having a stable flamer profile is going to end up being a little bit more thematic in terms of horde clearing.
Yeah, it also makes more sense because like rolling a 1 for number of shots into like a 20-man squad was like, okay, well I have a flamethrower. Am I just like not doing
my flamethrower just doesn't work.
I just like hit one guy real hard and that's it. So I really like that for the flamer changes. Then his melee weapons are, he has a custom choppa, which is cleave 2, 6 attacks, hitting on 2s at 722. Or you get a power claw, which is also 6 attacks, no cleave 2, hitting on 2s at 1222. So you can trade strength for cleave.
Wow, Warboss is strength 12 baseline?
Strength 12 baseline.
Wow, so they were strength. Oh no, they were strength 11 base. So this is WA built in.
This is WA built in. So those are his melee options. He has a couple abilities. The first one is Boss's Ammo Runt, which is once per battle per unit in your shooting phase when this unit is selected to shoot. You can use this ability. If you do, this model's ranged attacks have +1 to hit rolls. Cool. It's an ammo runt.
Yeah, this is gonna brand. It's gonna be about as relevant as ammo runts are right now.
Yeah. It also says this model, which is the really funny part. I'm sure boys will probably get some sort of ammo run. I think we saw that in the preview.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, why? The boys ammo run gives him +1 to hit.
I wonder if the boys ammo run will just give only one model.
Exclude. Wait, does this mean if you pop this and the boys ammo run and your opponent's -1 to hit, you can cancel it out?
You pick 2 models. No. I think you pick like one individual model to use the ammo run.
This models.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll see if boys ammo run.
We spend way too much time talking about the boss's ammo run. His next ability is going to be Might is Right, which is if this unit made a charge move this turn, this model's melee attacks have +3 attacks, +2 strength. So that used to be a WA thing.
Yeah, so now we just get it every time he charges.
That puts it to strength 14.
This is cool. So one, we're going to see if the Warboss hits harder than he used to.
Yep.
The different melee profiles are kind of relevant. You're going to take the Power Claw, whatever. Just move on with your life. You're going to take the Power Claw.
Yeah.
Is the custom drop a strength 7?
Custom drop is strength 7.
Yeah, you can get a strength 10 with cleave 2.
It's also cleave 2. It's like
I get where we're going here. I get where we're happening, but like you're gonna take the Power Claw.
Also, he's probably leading a unit of boys, which means volume is most likely not your issue with this unit.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I really like that the strength and attack are built into whenever he makes a charge move now, which means that this will trigger on heroic intervention as well, which is for melee armies is a relevant data sheet overall.
Yes.
Any other abilities? He has intimidating motivation.
He also has intimidating motivation, which is the exact same as we saw in Nazdreg. Importantly, also has the exact same name. So, we might see it a little different with the beast bosses, like you said, but if you have Nazdreg and a boss, you can't use both of their intimidating motivations in the same turn.
Yeah, this is going to be keyword stack or keyword locked is what I'm trying to say, right? This is 100 points. This can lead boys, knobs, and Breaka Boyz.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, currently what he can lead.
Yeah.
I think this spell is pretty good overall. 100 points is interesting. I'm trying to decide exactly how important it's going to be because, like, it's hard to evaluate. Putting units into the wall is really good. He hits harder than he used to, right? Like, these are all good things.
Yes.
But Warboss is also like, 75 points right now? So it's like plus 25 points for all these upgrades. So I need to think about, is it worth having plus 25 points for all these enhancements?
Yep.
Question mark, right? We'll find out. Overall, though, this is a good data sheet.
Yeah.
This is actually just a very, very solid data sheet.
That is. So moving on to the next Warboss, which is the Warboss in Mega Armour. Now, he does not, fortunately, for my sake, have a million different weapon profiles. He just has a big Shoota, which is the same as the other one. Oh, actually, no, he's only 3 shots based on his big Shoota. The other one was 4 shots. How's that? But he has strength 5, and he has lethal hits and rapid fire 2. And then he has a huge Choppa, which is cleave 2, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 12, AP 2, damage 3.
So this is going to have his old WA ability, plus 1 damage in the WA, baked into his kit.
That's really good.
Yeah. So strength 12, I think he was baseline strength 12 as he used to be.
Yep.
So this is actually a very similar melee profile. He just added cleave 2 on, and he doesn't have to be in the WA to be 3 damage.
Yep. And because he is a Warboss, he does have DeBoss ability. So, we're going to probably see that with
I imagine he has also intimidating motivation.
He does also have intimidating motivation. His unique rule is Crushin' Impetus, which I probably mispronounced that word. When this unit ends a charge move, you can select one enemy unit engaged with this unit. If you do, roll 1d6 for each model in this unit engaged with that enemy unit. For each 3-up, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. He is in Mega Armor. I imagine that means he leads Mega Knobs.
He leads Mega Knobs.
Which means you're probably getting this with 7 dice, which isn't bad. That's like a significantly better grenade on average. You should get between like 4 and 5 mortals.
This guy is 125 points. Yeah, so I'll be honest, I don't think he's much better than the regular Warboss. I do like that he's damage 3. Yep. I do like that he leads Mega Knobs because leading Mega Knobs is important.
Yep.
However, I do think the generic Warboss just hits in a different way, right? Because it's just like a bunch of attacks. This guy's 5 attacks, right?
He has 5 attacks, yeah.
And there's no extra attack baked into the wall.
No, he does have cleave 2 though.
Cleave 2 is nice, right? Cleave 2 is nice. So once again, if we go into Terminator, like a 10-man Terminator break, Cleave is the reckoner. I'm not crazy impressed with this guy. 125 is feeling quite pricey for what this is going to be. But I will pause and come back to my evaluation when I see Mega Knobs themselves because he only leads Mega Knobs.
Yeah, exactly. So the next leader is going to be the Big Mek, who is a movement 6, toughness 5, 3-up save, 6 wound, leadership 7, OC1 model. He has, importantly, his army rule, he does not have DeBoss. So it appears that you do have to be a Warboss in order to gain access to that army rule. He's got basically 2 shooting guns that you can take and 2 melee weapons. You have to pick between these 2. So the first one, the ranged weapon, the Custom Mega Blasta, is 3 shots, hitting on 4s, strength 9, AP 2, damage 3. Fairly standard.
Once again, we're going to see that this is a shift out of the variants of the Custom Mega Blasta. It's no longer a D6 damage gun. It's just flat 3 damage.
Just flat 3. Yep. Which is really nice in like Terminators and whatnot. And then his other option is a Tractor Blasta, which is anti-fly 2+, 24-inch range, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, strength 6, AP 2, D3 plus 3 damage.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Tractor cannons are quite different now.
They are. Okay. If there is a lot of fly models running around in the meta, that guy is going to be a bit of a scoundrel.
That's cool when it happens.
Yeah. Riptides beware. D3 plus 3 damage coming your way. And then he's got 2 melee weapons, the first of which is a Drilla, which is a 3 attack, weapon skill 3, strength 12, AP 3, damage 3 melee profile.
This is WA built in.
Yes.
Yep, same thing.
And then his power claw, which is 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 10, AP 2, damage 2.
Okay, got it. So this guy basically just picked up all the WA upgrades. He is very similar. His abilities, I imagine, are going to look different.
Yes. So his first ability is Mozrog. That brings back some bad memories. This unit's ranged attacks have ignores cover, and if this unit is riled up, sustained hits 1. That's pretty good. We'll have to see what he leads.
Ignores cover is good. Sustained hits while riled up is good. The Big Mek, what he can lead is Boys, Breaka Boyz, Flash Kits.
Oh.
Flash Kits are important. Mek Gunz, Knobs, Tank Bustas. This is basically the same as his current list, except we get to add Flash Kits on. That means giving Flash Kits ignores cover and sustained.
Yep.
That's quite cool.
That is really good. Flash Kits with sustained is scary. And then his other ability is Shock Boosta. In your movement phase, when this unit is selected to make an advanced move, you can use this ability. If you do, this unit can change that advanced roll to a 6. This unit can move through all types of models, and when this unit ends that advanced move, make a hazard roll for each model in this unit.
So we have a little bit of cost of damage for, I would say, some pretty significant power. Having an auto advance 6 on your model that can move, advance, shoot, and charge is very good.
Very good.
That is very good. And he, especially since he gives your gun units, ignores cover. And sustain when riled up. Wow. This is a good model.
This is a good model.
This is a good ass model.
What's he coming in at?
85.
That's not that bad.
85, I think, is actually very fair. I think this guy actually has a lot of very important rules stapled onto him, which makes him a very good activate. He has a good melee, a good gun, a good rule, and he leads good things.
Yep. Also, the changes to cover for orcs has been a little bit devastating for their shooting.
Yeah.
Having ignores cover, just kind of like easy access to it, is a very big deal.
Agreed.
So moving on to the next Big Mek, which is going to be our Big Mek in Mega Armour. He unfortunately does have a lot of different profiles. So he has
the combi stuff.
He has the combi weapon, which he can either be equipped with a Teleporta Blasta or a custom force field. Those are some more gear. The options we'll go over. And then his custom Shoota can be replaced with either a kill saw, a combi weapon, or a custom Mega Blasta. So natively, he has a custom Shoota and a power claw. That's his base profile.
Sure.
So the combi weapon Shoota profile is 2 shots with rapid fire 1, lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, hitting on 4s, 4-0-1.
Okay, it sounds like this is gonna be the same combi profile for like everything.
It is,
right?
but his has all 3 baked into the same combi weapon. So he has he has a kill shot, which is 1 shot at 24-inch range, hitting on 4, strength 10, AP 2, damage 3. And then he has a combi weapon point blank profile, which is blast 1, torrent, 3 shots, 5-0-1. So like he has all 3 Scorcha, combi rocket, and
interesting.
Combi
so Mega Knobs did not get a new kit. And how their combi weapons work is you can staple all those things. You can glue all the little bits onto them, right? So I think they just did it to make it easy. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at his picture now. He's got a lot of guns.
Okay.
A lot of guns. And then he has a custom Mega Blaster. This is another war gear option. It is just 24-inch range, 3 shots, 9-2-3.
Okay, that's gonna be our staple black.
And then he has a custom Shoota, which this one actually he has a aimed or point blank profile, kind of like we see on Gaz. So the aimed one is 18-inch range with rapid fire 2, lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, 4 shots, hitting on 4s at 4-0-1. Or if you do point blank, you gain torrents. You have to be within 6 inches though, D3 plus 3 shots at 4-0-1. So it's just like Gaz, where if you get real close, you don't have to roll to hit.
Cool.
And then he has, his last one is a Teleporta Blasta, which is blast 1, 12-inch range, 6 attacks, hitting on 4s at 9-2-3.
Oh, okay. So this is a better custom Mega Blaster.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually not bad. That's actually a pretty good gun.
Well, importantly, he can be equipped with a Teleporta Blasta and a custom Mega Blasta.
So he was like, what, 9 shots at 9-2-3?
And 9-2-3.
Okay, all right.
It's not bad.
Okay.
We're shooting with orcs.
Yeah, we're shooting.
So his 2 melee profiles are either a kill saw or a power claw. The kill saw is 3 attacks of weapon skill 4 at 10-2-3, and the power claw is 3 attacks of weapon skill 3 at 10-2-2. So either +1 to hit or +1 damage.
Yeah, so this is going to be an important shift on kill saws. They are +1 damage now, but they lost 2 strength.
Yes.
They are down to strength 10. Actually, they technically lost 3 strength because they're strength 13 in the wall. But picking up +1 damage, I think, is going to be a relatively fair trade.
Yep, it is pretty good. So his abilities are fixed stat armor up, which is once per battle per unit. In your command phase, this unit heals 3 wounds.
Cool.
That's pretty good. Unit is the important keyword there.
Resin Mega Knob.
Yep. Then he has the Mozrog ability, which is the same as the Big Mek. Ignores cover, and if you're riled up, sustained hits. And then finally is a custom force field, which is this unit has a 4-up invuln save against ranged attacks.
Oh, that's back.
That is back.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually quite cool.
Yes.
So the Big Mek and Mega Armor, 90 points, can lead Mega Knobs and Mek Gunz. That
Gunz.
is new. Whoa. Yeah, that is new. So that means you can have some 4-pin Vuln shooting Mek Gunz, and once per game, he can res a Mek Gun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is really good.
I actually kind of like this guy with Mek Gunz. I'm not crazy about him with Mega Knobs.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Mega Knobs, but Mek Gunz, that's kind of neat. I like that.
Admittedly, he's a bit of a shooting force multiplier for Mega Knobs.
Does he have the ignores cover and sustained mech rule?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Wow, interesting. 90 points.
That's not bad.
90 points to lead Mek Gunz. I think that's interesting.
Yep. The 4-pin Vuln is a really big deal.
Yeah, I like that.
So moving on, we have the Big Mek with Shokk Attack Gun.
Oh, my beloved.
Classic.
What did they do to this guy?
So he is a Shokk Attack Gun, big surprise, and then a Big Mek's Tools melee profile. So the Shokk Attack Gun is what we're all here for. It is Blast 1 with Heavy, 60-inch range, so still the board, D3 plus 3 attacks, hitting on 5s, Strength 12, AP 4, D6 plus 1 damage.
Strength 12?
Strength 12.
Whoa, this is actually a really big deal. This model has been strength 9 for a really long time, and it's been a really frustrating thing.
Yes.
Well, what's his abilities?
He's got a few. He's got more Dakka, same as it has been for the other 2 days.
Sustained, ignores cover, cool.
Sustained. And then he has an ability called Support Shaka, which is while this model is within 3 inches of a friendly Orcs infantry unit, excluding other Big Mek with Shokk Attack Gun units, this model has Lone Operative.
What? Okay, that's like kind of crazy.
That's pretty nuts.
So we have a better gun.
Yep.
And he shoots the table.
Yep.
And he can be blown up by himself.
So if you take, just in theory, 3 of these guys and a unit of Gretchen sitting behind a wall,
You can just laser gun people.
you're just do, and you're heavy. So
Cool.
heavy with ignores cover.
That's good.
Yeah. Hop up onto the second floor, have Gretchen on the first floor. You've got 3 of these guys hitting on 3s that can't get shot back. with
Nice
sustained hits.
beware.
You better watch out.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
That's pretty cool. So it is a very good profile. He is move 6, toughness 5, 4 ups, save, 5 wounds, leadership 7, OC1. Very standard boss profile, but yeah.
Surely this lone operative ability on a Big Mek with Shokk Attack Gun won't come back and be a problem ever.
No, I can't imagine that the Big Mek with Shokk Attack Gun that could theoretically be hitting on 3s with lone op is
That would never be a problem.
never
Would
an
be
issue.
a problem. Yeah.
so
What's he on 4 space?
It's on 4's base. Sorry, it's on 5's base.
Oh, okay,
but
so
I
he's on
was
4's.
blicking plunging fire. You put him on the second floor, he's low enough.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know,
this guy is 95 points.
Okay, does he?
We have a stepper on the second one.
Oh.
105.
Okay, so it's extra 10 for the last 2. So if you take all 3 of them, you're looking at 305 points.
Yep.
That's a lot,
That is a lot.
but if they get to shoot for more than like 2 turns, your value is coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be question mark on the attachment support here.
Yep, exactly. So the next one is another new addition, the Big Mek Dakkarig, which I always thought that it was a Big Mek with a Dakkarig, but no, he's defined by the Dakkarig.
He's defined.
So he moves 8, he's toughness 8 with a 3-up save and a 5-up invuln. He's 11 wounds of leadership 7 and OC 3.
Cool. Same profile we have now.
Same profile. He has a Blitz Cannon and a multi-Bust-a-Launcha, which are the 2 guns that he already has. The Blitz Cannon is ignores cover, lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, 8 attacks at 24-inch range, hitting on 4s at 722. And then the multi-Bust-a-Launcha, which is ignores cover and lethal hits, 24-inch range, 6 shots hitting on 5s at 1023.
And is this profile, he's still +6 shots against non-monster vehicles?
Yes, Blitz Dem does still exist. If you're shooting at non-monster vehicles, your Blitz Cannon goes to 14 shots.
This model is better in most ways. So it lost heavy. However, it picked up ignores cover, which is better.
That is much better.
It also has lethals on it, and I think its other ability is sustained hits on all its guns while riled up.
It is.
So this can be lethal sus into, on the rockets, it's lethal sus into anything.
Yeah.
On the Blitz Cannon, it's lethals into non-monster vehicle and sus with, these are 20 shots total.
Yeah.
14 shots on the Blitz Cannon, 6 shots on the rockets. This model is 135 points. However, it picked up some pretty significant upgrades.
Oh.
I think this is good.
Yeah.
I think this is really good. It is a character now.
Yep.
Notably, this is a difference. But I like that the guns ignore cover's base.
Yes.
And they shoot better.
They do shoot much
This
better.
is really good. Lethal sus on the guns on 20 shots is just like a really strong profile.
Yep.
Minor downside, you're a character now and can kind of die, but maybe we'll pick up some enhancements or upgrades in your attachments.
Yep. So that is the Big Mek with Dakkarig. He also has the Stompy feat, which is 4 attacks at 6 on whatever. Who cares? But that is him. So moving on to just the Mek, the Humble Mek, 3 letters.
Humble Mek. New model, actually.
He is a new model.
Yeah.
So he has a custom Mega Slugga and a Mek's Tools. So his custom Mega Slugga is close quarters, hazardous, 12-inch range, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s at 823. Cool. Not a bad profile. And then his mech tools are 3 attacks at 501. You're taking this guy for his abilities. Yep. So he has support, notably. He does need to be attached to something, which I don't know what he can lead, but we'll see.
Oh, I see that now, yeah.
And then he has Custom Dakka. This unit's ranged attacks have ignores cover, not sustained hits when they're riled up, though. So he's slightly not as good as a big mech. And then Clever No What's. In your movement phase, at the start or end of this unit's move, you can select one friendly Orcs vehicle model, excluding aircraft and Titanic models, within 3 inches of this model. That vehicle model heals D3 wounds, and that vehicle model's attacks at +1 to hit until the start of your next movement phase. That's a standard, like, your Tech Priest Engine Seer, your all of the...
Good on a big Mek Dakkarig.
Tap a guy a couple times and go, be +1 hit.
Give something that ignores cover and then +1 hit.
Yes.
Hit on 3s, so lethal.
Not bad. The one thing I am a little worried about is that support tag.
Yeah, so this is going to be a role shift for this model. He used to be like a lone op little guy that ran around and like bang on your vehicles and make them hit better. The fact that we have to be attached to a unit is not great. 45 points, which I think is what he costs now. He leads boys, flash kits, mech guns, knobs, tank bustus. He does lead the correct things in order to be useful. However, he doesn't give sustained hits, right? He just gives ignores cover. So it's like I'm gonna go for the Shokk Attack Gun or the big mech or whatever, right? Yeah. Support really is a downside on this guy. It's a pretty big downside.
Yeah, I think if you go all into shooting and you have like random units that aren't already being led, he's not like a terrible thing to throw in. Yeah. But the big value was just taking him by himself and being like, this is my guy.
Yep.
So the next one is going to be the Deffkilla Wartrike. He moves 12 at toughness 6, 4 up save, 5 up invuln. He's 9 wounds of leadership 6, OC 3. OC 3 is a nice little number for him.
Yep.
He has a boomsticks, a Killa Jet, and a Snagga Claw. So the boomsticks are assault and lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, 6-inch range, hitting on 5s, 501. Or sorry, 12-inch range, 6 attacks, hitting on 5s, 501.
That's the current profile.
Exactly. Then he has the Snagga Claw, which is assault and precision. 12-inch range, 1 shot hitting on 5s at 722. That's not impressive.
Yeah, they basically did this with Wazdakka. He has the Grab-a-Draga that he throws.
Yep.
This guy actually has had the same equipment the entire time, but never had this profile.
Yeah.
So now he does, which is cool.
Which is neat. Yeah. His melee weapons are, he has the Killa Jet, has 2 profiles, either Burna or Kutta. The Burna one is Cleave 1 with extra attacks. 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 511.
Sure.
And then the Killa Jet Kutta is extra attacks, 1 attack hitting on 3s at 10-3 d6 plus 2.
Very good.
That's very good. And then his melee profile himself that he's holding is the Snagga Claw, which is Cleave 2, 5 attacks hitting on 2s at 722.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see Lance on this, like Wazdakka has. 722 for a power claw is a little low.
It is.
However, whatever, that's fine. This guy, I'm assuming he's going to have the speed wah thing.
He does. So he has get back into race, which is worded exactly as
all the other ones, but the speed free keyword instead.
Yes, which notably means that you can use it in addition to a Warboss one in the same battle round because they're different words. They just have to be on different people. He does have Devoss, which is pretty neat if you're just taking the Deffkilla, so you get the extra command point. And then he has Fuel Mixagrot, which is this unit has +1 to advance rolls. That is leaving a lot to be desired.
I actually want to point out something on the Speed Freak wall. So there is an important little stipulation on this one. If you wah a truck, because that truck now has Speed Freak keyword, it waws everything inside the truck.
It does say, and any units embarked with it.
So there's a cute little interaction where the Deffkilla Wartrike is going to point at the truck and say, hey, you're riled up. And then all the guys inside, oh, I'm riled up.
It's me.
And then you can have a Warboss perhaps inside. And the Warboss is going to get out, and then he can look at the Wartrike and go, hey, actually, you're riled up.
Yeah.
And then everybody's just riled up together.
Like all the guys getting together.
That's actually a pretty cheeky interaction. Yeah. I think baseline, I really like we have the Killa Jet in melee. That's a big boost for this model. Being able to have that one little like las cannon-like shot in melee, I think is going to push this model pretty far. He's also only 80 points.
Yep,
this is cheap.
That is really good.
That is cheap for this guy. It's a bunch of wounds. He's fast. He's got +1 advance. He's got a unique speed wall, which buffs the trucks, right? That truck interaction is really important for this model. I think you're going to often see this guy kind of splashed in or whatever to be able to point out a truck and rile up everybody inside. I think that's a really good ability.
Yep. He's also on the classic oval base, so you can 11th edition pivot him.
That is true.
Like a boss. So moving on to the next boss is going to be the Beastboss. He is movement 6, toughness 6, 4 up save, 5 up invuln, 6 wounds, leadership 6 of OC1. He does have a 6 up feel no pain. That's his. Cool. That's kind of the Beastboss thing. He has a Shoota, which is 2 shots, rapid fire 1, hitting on 4s, 401. Then he also has a Beast Snagga Claw and Beast Chop. He's holding both.
Oh, it's combined in
It's
one
combined, one profile. It is sustained hits 2 against monsters' vehicles specifically. So you only get sustained hits 2 against monsters' vehicles.
Conditional, sure.
Conditional, yep. 6 attacks base, hitting on 2s, strength 12, AP 2, damage 2. He has Keep Huntin', which is the same as the other pointed unit and Rile It Up, but it is specifically for Beast Snagga units within 6 inches of him.
Cool.
And then he has Dodge Dis, which is this unit's attacks have +1 to hit rolls.
That's funny as an ability name. Cool. This is actually pretty similar to what he is right now.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4-up Dev Wound combo.
He does not.
But instead, he just does hit monsters and vehicles better.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Yep.
That's a good trade.
It's a good trade. How many points is he?
He is the Beast Boss, 85.
That's not bad.
That's actually, I think, also almost exactly what he is right now.
Yeah.
I think this model is actually kind of unshifted.
Yep. Just
Cool.
Cool. Good stuff. Alrighty, moving on to old Zodgrod Wortsnagga.
Oh, what did they do to old Zod?
What do they do to old Zod? So Zod is still movement 6, toughness 5, 5-up save, 6-up inbone, 5 wounds of leadership 7, OC 1. He has the Squig Stop, a ranged weapon, which is anti-monster vehicle 4+, close quarters, dev wounds against monsters' vehicles, 1 shot, hitting on 5s, 411. Bad.
Adorable.
Degrab Zappa, which is 5 attacks, hitting on 2s at 722, exactly the same as he is currently.
Yep.
He is a leader. He has Wah, not into boss. And then his ability is Super Runts. That exists right now.
Surely this is the same.
So this unit is riled up. So his grots are always riled up.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
And then this unit's Scavenge Shiv weapons, which I imagine what grots are equipped with, have +1 attack, weapon skill, and strength. That is the end of that ability.
Okay, so you're gonna notice there's some things taken away from
Few things.
no more -1 to wound Zod Gang. No more +1 hit, +1 to wound all the time Zod Gang.
Nope.
And no Scout 9.
Nope. And they'll move.
They did take everything away from them.
They took.
Oh, and
they
no
took-
auto move. And no
auto
move
move
12.
12.
Yeah. He's 50 points and leads Gretchen. Maybe
took his foams.
Maybe there will be a detachment about. They showed us actually the Runt Swarm on the Warcom article.
This is devastating.
It's over, guys.
It's over.
over.
Zod, you had your time in the sun for an edition.
Yeah. I'm sorry, all Zodgrod lovers. This is not it.
We all love Zodgrod.
I mean, I like the permanently riled up. Like, that's cool. It just doesn't matter. I mean, he's 50 points. I mean, he's cheap, I guess, but like, yeah.
You get those +1 attack, weapon skill, and strength, Gretchen.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Goodbye.
All right. Moving on to something that may cheer us up a little bit. Wazdakka Gutsmek.
Ooh, my
Here
boy.
we go. This is the guy. This is
new guy.
new Zod. Friendship with Zod over.
Over.
Friendship with Wazdakka in. So he moves 14. He's toughness 8, 3-up save, 4-up invuln, 10 wounds, leadership 6 of OC3. He still has the same speeding, bulk, and flaming exhaust, Fix-Its Wrench, his Grab-a-Draga, and his Psycho Gatler. He does not have the Deboss ability, notably. So
Yeah, he's not a war boss.
he's not.
I don't actually know why, because he is a speed boss, just like a Deffkilla Wartrike is.
Yeah.
And he has his own wah.
He does,
But he's not a war
really
boss.
big wall.
Yeah, I don't really know. But
So he's Deadly Demise D3. He's got Deep Strike and Lone Operative natively.
great.
Very
I'm
similar.
really glad to see those things stay, because those are why he's good.
So his Grab-a-Draga in shooting is Assault with Precision, 12-inch range, 1 shot hitting on 2s at 10-2-3. If you play against guard, those 3-wound characters, be warned. He has a Psycho Gatler, which is Assault, lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, and sustained hits against everything. Sustained hits 1.
Sure.
24-inch range, 12 shots hitting on 4s, 6-2-2. Pretty much the same. He then has a few melee profiles. 2 of them have extra attacks. His Speeding Bulk and Flaming Exhaust have extra attacks. They are Cleave 1 with extra attacks at hitting on 3s, weapon skill 2, 5-1-1.
So this lost a weapon skill, gained cleave.
Yes, Cleave is no, weapon skill 2.
Oh, so weapon skill 2?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, so it
3
just
attacks.
picked up cleave then. Okay.
Yeah. Then he has Fix-Its Wrench, which is the classic 1 attack, strength 4, hitting on 4s, 3-0-1,
Gretchen
whatever.
attack.
Yeah. And then his Grab-a-Draga is Cleave 2 with Lance, hit strength 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 10, AP 2, damage 3.
Great. What's his abilities? This is what really matters.
This is what really matters. So he only has one ability, which is Full Throttle, but it is a in your command phase, select 1 throttle rocket ability.
Sure.
That unit has this ability. So the 3 throttle rocket abilities. First one is Turbo Engine. When this unit is selected to make an advance or fall back move, that move does not prevent this unit from being eligible to declare a charge. That's a little less good with riled up and being able to rile things up now, but not the end of the world. Then Then he has Shokk Attack Engines, which is in your command phase. If this unit is unengaged, you can place this unit in strategic reserve.
Okay, so these two abilities are the same so far.
Yep, it's in the command phase, so you jump up, jump down, same turn. And then Pulse Jet in your movement phase when this unit is selected to move. If this unit is unengaged, this unit can make a Pulse Jet move.
This is an important difference because Pulse Jets do not let you charge.
Yes.
So Wazdakka can no longer auto move 20 and charge.
Yep. He also can't action.
And also can't action.
It's a big deal for the end of game scoring.
That was a big deal. I guess, could you advance in action?
You couldn't advance in action, no.
No, it didn't really matter.
Counted as an advance?
So, because that was a real advance.
Yeah.
It did count as it was an auto 6. So Pulse Jet moves, this may matter, this may not matter. This model already teleports.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to experience the Pulse Jet move on the table. Giving him -2 to hit functionally with -1 with cover and -1 to hit from Pulse Jet moves is cool. Wazdakka is basically looking about the same. He's 200 points now, though, so he did pick up +25 on his price tag. Oh, and he's technically a little worse than he used to be.
Yeah.
But because the auto 6 was a really big deal. I don't know. It still seems good to me though. Wazdakka was amazing and undercosted right now, so I'm not like mad. He's at 200 now. This sounds about right. I think he's good.
I agree. Alrighty. So moving on from Wazdakka, we have Mozrog Skragbad.
Oh, I actually love this guy.
This guy used to be a 4-up Feel No Pain Menace. Let's see what he's got now.
did.
He is moving 10, toughness 9, 3-up save, 4-up invuln, 10 wounds, leadership 6 of OC3. He is a 5-up Feel No Pain now, which is not bad.
And a 4-up invuln?
And a 4-up invuln.
Okay, got it.
T9, 10 wounds.
He's slightly tougher than he currently is right now. Picked up, I think, like 2 toughness and a wound.
Yep. So he's not easy to get through. He has a Thump Gun, which is anti-monster vehicle 4+, 3 shots, hitting on 5, 602. Standard Thump Gun.
Thump guns are as useful as they are now.
Yep, exactly. He does not notably have Devoss, which is kind of a big deal.
Oh, that is interesting, actually.
So you would have to have someone else be your warlord. Not that that's hard.
Does he have Warboss keyword?
He does have. No, he does not. He has Beastboss, character, and epic hero, and mounted. But so his melee, which is what we're really here for, is he has Big Chompa's Jaws, which is the squig he's sitting on. Anti-monster vehicle 3+, extra attacks, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 7, AP 2, damage 4. That's pretty good.
Great. That's what he did before, except now he has anti-monster, anti-vehicle 3-up.
That is really helpful.
Thumbs up.
Then his Gut Ripper is either standard or he has, here it is, the first one, the Hunter profile, which means that this only works against monsters and vehicles. Okay. So the standard one is Cleave 1, 6 attacks hitting on 2s at 922.
Bad.
The Gut Ripper is lethal hits instead of Cleave 1, strength or hit 6 attacks hitting on 2s, 12 to D6 +1 damage.
Oh, got it. So I just transform into a las cannon into monsters and vehicles. That is fat. Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yep. So his abilities are one last kill. In the fight phase, when this unit or when this model is destroyed, if this unit has not been selected to fight, this phase, roll 1d6 on a 2-up, don't remove it until it is fought. Standard fight on death stuff.
Cool. 2-up fight on death is nice.
Yep. He has De Bigger Day Is, which is this unit's melee attacks that target a monster vehicle unit can reroll wound rolls. Wow, you're just beating the tar out of whatever you come into combat with.
Knights be warned. Mozrog is here.
And then he has Beastnagga following, which is while this unit is within 3 inches of a friendly Beastnagga unit, this unit has lone operative.
That's actually quite cool. And he's monster now?
He is he's monster. So T9, 10 wounds, 3-up save, 4-up invuln, 5-up Feel No Pain, lone op. What's he cost?
He cost 170.
That's not bad,
So this is very Demon Prince-like functionally, right? Which is, I'm really happy we shifted the design back. This is how the dinosaurs were in the Orc Index. Now, thank God they didn't give him the 4-up Feel No Pains again. That was not okay. But I'm very happy to see them back to being these Demon Prince-like models that run around on the table and beat stuff up. Mozrog, very cool. I'm very curious to see what the Beastboss on Squigosaur's difference is.
Speaking of. All right, so Beastboss on Squigosaur also moves 10, toughness 9, 3-up save, 5-up invuln, notably.
He's a little less
Yep, 10 wounds, leadership 6, OC3. He has a 5-up Feel No Pain, and then he actually does have Devoss. So
he's a real Warboss.
He's a real Warboss. He's got a Slugga, which is the same Slugga we've been seeing. He's only 1 shot, which is it's a pistol.
Yeah, it's a
Slugga. Yeah. And then he's also got the same Thump Gun that Mozrog had.
Cool.
Then his melee weapons are Beast Choppa, which is his standard profile is Cleave 1, 6 attacks hitting on 2s at 622. And then his Beast Choppa Hunta profile, which once again is Hunta monster vehicle. So is 6 attacks hitting on 2s at 12 to D6 damage. So it's pretty much exactly the same as Mozrog's, except for D6 instead of D6 +1.
Sure.
And then he has the Squigosaur Jaws, which are the same as Mozrog's, except for their damage 3 instead of damage 4.
And has the anti-vehicle on from Mozrog. I'm very happy to see the anti on these instead of dev wounds. I think that's a lot better.
It is very helpful. So he has Thundering Stampede, which is friendly Beastnagga units within 6 inches of this unit have +1 to charge rolls.
It's a good ability.
That's a very good ability, especially in 11th where double ones failure charge. It's just good to have +1 to charge. He has Keep Huntin', which is the same thing that we saw the Beastboss have, where he points at a unit, a Beastboss unit, puts it in the wall.
And Lone Operable?
And then he also has the Lone Operable, Boss of the Hunt. So
140 points. Whoa. Very good model.
That is a very good model.
Very big on the Beastboss and Squigosaur here. This is just generically good. Cheap, tough, lone up, dinosaur guy, put stuff in the wall. And also, does he get lone up just next to Beastnagga unit?
Beastnagga unit, yep.
Yeah, which is going to work on kill rigs.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Alrighty, like us some Beastboss. So very similar to Moz, just a slightly toned down Moz, essentially. Next up is going to be the Weirdboy.
Let's find out how psychic levels work.
Let's figure it out here. All right, so he's movement 6, toughness 5, 5 up save, no invuln, 4 wounds, leadership 7, OC 1. He has deadly demise D3, which is kind of funny, and support. His army rule is unstable energies, which is that psychic thing that we saw earlier. His ranged weapon, he has a power vomit, which is blast 1, hazardous, psychic torrent. 3 shots, 5, 3, 2.
He picked up his cinematic move.
He did. He's doing the thing from the video.
Yeah.
He has a copper staff. That's a way to put it. He lives in a trailer park. So he's psychic. He has 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 8, 1, 2.
Cool.
It's not a bad profile.
Yeah, that's actually a little better than it used to be.
Yep. So Wa Energy, he's only a Psyker level 1. He's kind of a noob. He's a noob Psyker. So he has the psychic abilities listed in the psychic ability section, see left. So there's a little, almost kind of Primarch ability section. Sure. So the first one is Da Jump, which is psychic level 1, once per army per battle round. So if you have multiple Weirdboys, you can't do this more than once.
Okay, got it.
In your movement phase, if this unit is not battle shocked, you can make a psychic roll for this unit by rolling 1d6. If you do, on a 1, this unit is battle shocked. Place this unit in strategic reserve. This unit has deep strike. So notably, it doesn't fail on a 1. You just become battle shocked.
Yeah, the fact that it always works is actually a pretty big deal.
Yes.
I like this a lot.
Also, the really interesting thing, there's a couple big interactions with how Deep Strike have changed this edition with this model, is that now, because even if you roll a 1, if you're battle shocked later, since you can Deep Strike immediately, later in the movement phase, you can move a unit to within 6 inches and unbattle shock them.
Oh, that's true.
If you are battle shocked, you can walk up, unbattle shock them with rile them up at the end of a move, and then still use to jump even though you're battle shocked at the start of the phase.
That's actually really good.
There's a lot of really good ways to work around it.
I like that.
And then his other psychic ability is Warpath, which is also psychic level 1. So because he's psychic level 1, he can only cast one of these 2.
He has to pick one.
Yeah, but I imagine the idea is if you have multiple Weirdboys, only one can jump, so the other ones use Warpath.
Yep. Which
is in the fight phase when this unit is selected to fight. If this unit is not battle shocked, you can make a psychic roll for this unit by rolling 1d6. If you do, on a 1, you're battle shocked. This unit's melee attacks reroll wound rolls of 1. This unit melee attacks have psychic. That's kind of interesting.
This is a really good ability.
Yeah.
This is a really good offensive buff. I also like that they did, it's when you're selected to fight.
Yes.
Which means you don't roll this at the start of the fight phase, battle shock yourself, and then you can't interrupt.
Yes.
You actually can interrupt, then battle shock yourself if you roll the 1 or whatever. I also like that it always happens. Really, really big thumbs up that this always happens, right? I like that the 1 has a downside, but super cool that you get your ability.
You get to do it, yeah. You could get punished a little bit for it, but that's okay. So that is the Weirdboy. How much he costs? He didn't lead.
65.
Not bad.
Beastnagga Boys and Boys. Notably, there is no Warboy. So the Warboy and the Weirdboy are now the same model.
They got him, dude.
Yeah, they got him. The Warboy
was sneaking around pretending
was
to
never
exist.
viable and then got deleted. So here we are.
But tree falls and no one's around. So next up is Boss Snikrot, the sneakiest git himself. He is movement 6, toughness 5, 5 up save, 5 up invuln. So he's just always on his invuln. 6 wounds, leadership 6 of OC 1. He's got a Slugga, just the close quarters lethal hits, 1 shot, 401.
Yep.
His melee weapon is Mork's Teeth, which is anti-infantry 2+, precision, 6 attacks, hitting on 2s at 6/2/2.
That's actually quite a bit better than what he has now.
It is. Precision's also much better.
Twin Link still or no? Did you lose
not
Twin
Twin Link.
Okay,
he's
got
anti-infantry 2+.
That's better. I like that.
So his core abilities are he's an infiltrator, a leader, a lone op, and a stealth.
He has every keyword.
All
like
those sneaky
has.
boys.
Yeah.
So his abilities are Cunning Infiltrator. At the end of your opponent's fight phase, if each model in this unit is hidden and unengaged, you can place this unit in strategic reserves. The hidden is an interesting restriction. So you do have to be like touching terrain or something.
No.
You can't just backline this all the way behind your home objective and jump them up. You can still just stand there.
Difference.
But, yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah. And then Deaf from the Shadows from the first battle round onwards, at the end of your opponent's movement phase, if this unit is in strategic reserves, this unit can make an ingress move.
Yeah, this is a really interesting model because like he has turn 1 rapid. He has lots of mobility because he can go back into reserves at the end of every opponent's fight phase.
Yes.
So like he can come in fast. He comes in and out all the time. He leads commandos. You can like turn 1 rapid commandos. He doesn't have deep strike. So that's the important part, right? Is that you have to come in on regular reserves, which means it's going to be pretty hard to hide this model if your opponent just like pays attention to where he can actually come into. Very flexible. 80 points. Pretty reasonable model.
He's giving me some Gaunt's Ghost vibes where you can like maybe just stay alive till turn 5 and then go score you like 30 points by standing on the back objective and, you know.
Or be super aggro with like a 10-man commando unit or something along those lines. Cool. I don't know. That's like a really interesting model to me.
Yeah. The Snikrot's got a lot of different things he can do. It's very on brand.
Yeah, very on brand.
So next up is going to be the Bannernob. He just has a Shoota, rapid fire 1, 2 shots, 401. He has a custom Choppa base, which is only 4 attacks, hitting on 3s at 522. Not great. He is a support, so he does have to lead something. He has the Wa Army rule, and then his Wa banner has this unit has +1 to charge rolls. That's a character.
How much does this guy cost? That determines his fate. The Bannernob does in fact cost 35 points.
Okay, so he's an enhancement.
He's an enhancement that says +1 charge.
And 4 more attacks at 522.
He leads boys and knobs. I'm skipping this guy.
I actually don't know. I think, all right, you know what? Let me step in for the banner. Let me raise the banner for this knob here. You put him in a unit, and he stands in front of your war boss and gives him an extra 4 wounds before your caked up war boss dies.
I'm hearing you.
All right, cool. That's all I've got.
I'm hearing you. We're going to have to see some other supports.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next support is the Bigboss. He was making some waves earlier.
He was making some waves
60
earlier.
Boys.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can maintain that. So he has a Slugga, same Slugga that we've been seeing. His Big Choppa is much better. He's 5 attacks with precision, hitting on 3s at 722. He has support as well, and then he has something to prove. This unit's melee attacks have +1 to hit rolls.
Notably a support model, and that is infinitely better than +1 to charge. Giving your huge unit +1 to hit is a really big deal.
Yep.
He's also only 50 points.
These
boys, Breaka Boyz, and knobs. This is a pretty good support character because you're going to notice that the war boss doesn't get +1 to hit anymore, right? So that means units have lost that, and you have to get it on the big boss now.
Sorry, Bannernob. I tried. I supported you for all of 30 seconds before I read the big boss data sheet. Alrighty, so moving on, the next support is going to be the Painboy. He still has his Erdy Syringe, which is anti-infantry 4+, dev wounds, infantry extra attacks. So he only gets the dev wounds against infantry. He's 1 attack, hitting on 3s, strength 2, AP 0, D6 damage. So it does similar to what it previously does. It's just now it's all in the profile instead of being an ability.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yep, and then his Doc's tools are 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 10-2-2. That's not too bad.
Not too bad.
He has the support, and then in your command phase, this unit heals 3 wounds, so it just always happens. And then catch that red bit, which I imagine is like an orc arm flying off. That's a little grim. Once per battle per unit, when this model uses its crude surgery ability, you can add D3 to the number of wounds healed. That's not bad. D3 plus 3 wounds.
He's missing one very important ability.
5 of Feel No Pain.
No 5 of Feel No Pain. He only heals 3 models, and once per game he heals D3 plus 3. Okay, so he leads boys, Breaka Boyz, Flash Gets, Knobs, and Tank Busters. He also is only 45 points here, but he doesn't have a 5 of Feel No Pain anymore. This is a pretty significant stab to boys, because part of why they're so good right now is that the Painboy units are just like hard to kill.
Difficult to kill.
This is a lot less useful than it used to be.
Yeah, rest in peace, Painboy. I won't miss you.
We're on to the Painboss, I'm guessing.
On to the Painboss. Who he stuck around. The Warboy, not so much for this world. The Painboss, he injected himself. He's still around. So he moves 6. He's toughness 5, 4 up save, 6 up invuln, 4 wounds, leadership 7, OC1. He has support as well, so he has to join something. He has the Beastnagga Claw, which is basically the same as Doc's tools, except for it gains anti-monster vehicle 4+, so up 3 attacks, 10-2-2.
Cool.
He has push that bit back in, which that's very similar to catch that red bit. I feel like it's very crude. Someone needs to check these guys' medical license. Once per battle per unit. In your command phase, select one friendly Beastnagga unit within 6 inches of this unit. That unit heals 3 wounds. Why is this once per game?
Is it any Beastnagga unit?
Any Beastnagga unit.
So I can heal a Squigboss. Okay. Is he also missing his Feel No Pain?
He's also missing his Feel No Pain. He gives attacks that target this unit with a strength greater than this unit's toughness have -1 to wound. That's not a terrible rule.
That's a good rule, actually. I like that.
And then Runnin' with Erd. While this model is attached to a mounted unit, this model does not have infantry, has mobile and mounted, and has +4 inches to move.
Oh, can he lead Squighog?
So now he can lead Squighogs.
Oh, I see. So yeah, he can lead Squighog Boyz and Beastboss Boyz. So he can give Squighog Boyz -1 toughness.
-1 wound.
Yeah, not -1. Yeah, -1 to wound of strength higher. That's not a bad rule.
No.
We'll have to see Squighog Boyz and Beastboss Boyz to see what I have a full opinion about this.
Well, moving on to the most important data sheet of the Codex, the Gretchen.
Oh,
they're over here. So they move 6. They're toughness 2 with a 6-up save, 1 wound, leadership 8, OC 1. That's a Gretchen stat line. They have the wall army rule. They have a Grot Blasta, which is a close quarters, 1 shot, hitting on 4's 301 gun, and Scavenge Shivs, which is 1 attack, hitting on 5's at 201. That makes
same profile they have now.
Yeah, it just makes other guy much sadder. So they have actually a really, really cool and interesting ability, which is Downtrodden. But for the purposes of transport capacity, each 2 Gretchen models rounding up take up the space of 1 model.
Oh, so 10 Gretchen take up the space of 5 models on a truck.
Yes.
Cool.
Stuff them in a truck.
That's actually kind of neat.
Put 20 Gretchen in 1 truck.
You can put 20 Gretchen in 1 truck.
And then they have Thieving Scavengers, which is at the end of your movement phase. If this unit is controlling an objective, that objective is secured. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so we lost an OC, picked up sticky objectives.
Yep.
I actually think this is an upgrade for Gretchen.
It's also importantly at the end of your movement phase, which means you can move on to an objective, sticky die, and it's still sticky.
That's actually really cool. So I think Gretchen are really cool here. I think it's fine to lose the OC. No Runt herds natively anymore. The Runt Heater is a separate data sheet. 45 points. They're the same cost as they are now.
Not bad.
I think it's fine.
Yep. Yeah. Gretchen or Gretchen.
Yeah, Gretchen or Gretchen.
Speaking of the Runt Herd, he has a Slugga, which same Slugga. Runt Herd's tools, so he's got 3 attacks at 501. He is a support, so he does have to join a unit of Gretchen. And then once per battle round per unit, when this unit becomes battle shocked, if this unit contains 4+ Gretchen models, you can roll 1d3. That number of Gretchen models in this unit are destroyed, and that unit is no longer battle shocked.
We're back to whipping the Gretchen back into... he is a character again. He is a support character, and he has 10 points.
10 points?
He's 10 points.
That's cool. All right. So you can skimp a little bit by not taking the Runt Herd. But
you're going to have 10 points randomly in your list. You're like, I'll just put a Runt Herd in. Woo. And that's it.
Makes him a little harder to kill in the wall.
Sure.
A little annoying. Alrighty. So moving on to the boys. Ooh. This data sheet is long. So they are at base. They move 6. Their toughness 5, 5-up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, OC 2. And the knob is exactly the same, except for he is 3 wounds.
Yeah, +1 wound.
So they have a lot of different range profiles. We're going to go through what they are and what they can be equipped with first real quick.
Yep.
So at their base, the knob has a custom Choppa and a Combi Scorcha, and then every boy is equipped with a Choppa, a Shoota, and a Slugga. So we have both now, Choppas and Shootas. You don't have to split your unit in half. So their war gear options, though, are any number of knobs can have their custom Choppa and Combi Scorcha replaced with a big Choppa. Any number of knob models can have their custom Choppa replaced with a Power Claw. Any number of knob models can have their Combi Scorcher replaced with one of the following: a Combi Rocket or a Combi Shoota, or custom Shoota, sorry. And then for every 10 models in this unit, 1 boy can have their Shooter replaced with a big Shoota. For every 10 models in this unit, 1 boy can have their Shooter replaced with a rocket launcher. And then for every 10 models in the unit, 1 boy can have their Shooter replaced with 1 Burna. So, in theory, if you're taking 20 boys, you get 2 big Shootas, 2 rocket launches, 2 Burnas. You could have 2 more Combi Rockets off of the knobs, and then their melee weapons.
Okay.
So they're a little bit more shooty now, which is kind of cool because they do have a Runt Herd or an ammo run.
Do you have to give up your Choppa for like the Burnas and stuff?
You do not. You just have to give up their Shoota.
Okay, that's actually quite cool. The rockets, do you have to give up the...
No, all of the guns are just, you just get...
Oh, wow. Okay, great. That's actually really cool.
Yes,
I like that quite a bit.
That's actually a big deal, especially with the ammo runs. So they have +1 to hit once per game. So the one activation where your boys come out to shoot, they're actually not shooting too terrible.
Oh, does the ammo run affect the whole unit?
The ammo run affects, in your shooting phase, if you do, this unit's range attacks at +1.
Okay, great. The Warboss.
Yeah, the Warboss, what is that?
That's just him, but this guy, it's everyone.
Yep. So their Tide of Muscle says when they end a charge move, they get lethal hits, and then never too busy to fight. This unit being engaged does not prevent them from being eligible to start an action.
Very unique ability. I actually like that quite a bit, especially since 20 boys is like a tar pit model.
Yes, exactly.
Now the guns are going to be the same random profiles we talked about so far, but I do want to look at the melee profiles.
So the melee, the melee profile for all the boys, the Choppa, is going to be 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 5/1/1.
Now this is important. Not 4 attacks. That means the boys did just lose an attack baseline.
Yeah, from the wall.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. The knobs get, your standard, either a big choppa, which is cleave 2, 4 attacks at 7-1-2, hitting on 3s, a custom choppa, which is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s at 5-2-2, or a power claw, which is 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 10-2-2. You're taking the power claw.
They're taking the power claw. Yeah. So boys are going to hit. They picked up lethals on the charge.
That's pretty good.
Notably, they kind of had lethals from Gaz usually already. So that's like a little bit of a nerf, but you get it all the time now, which is good.
Yes.
This is fine. I will say they're a little bit more expensive now. They're 90 points for 10, 180 for 20, and they have a stepper on the 4th.
Okay.
Really important to understand there's no feel no pain on this unit anymore.
Yeah.
That's a really, really important part to understand.
They die a lot.
They've gotten slightly more expensive, and there is no feel no pain. They hit, honestly, basically it's weird. 3 attacks base is a lot less than 4.
Yep.
And the detachments are going to have to give us a lot of punching juice in order to kind of keep the punching we have already. Yes. So we'll see where this ends up.
Yep. So yeah, like Michael said, there's a lot of just very similar ranged weapons. The range is like a somewhat real thing now, right? The ammo run makes it so that they're kind of interesting to shoot.
Yeah, but it's a combi rocket.
Yeah,
it's combi
you've seen them before.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so moving on to their slightly cooler, more dripped out friends, the Beastnaga boys. So they are going to move 6, toughness 5, 5 up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, OC2, same as boys. They do have a 6 up invul natively, and their knob is also 3 wounds. And then they lost their 6 up field up pain though.
Oh, that's a big deal.
They don't have a 6 up field.
No feel no pain at all on this unit anymore.
No, none at all. They do have a 6 up invul instead, which I don't think they had that before. So
no, they did not have that.
I think that's technically better.
Probably.
Again, not against mortals, but like then.
But you have the wall, so you're like 5 of them. So I guess it's technically worse.
It's technically worse, yeah, because you're riled up. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So they have every guy is equipped with a choppa and a slugga. They did not get the shootas. They're sad.
No shooters.
And then the knob is equipped with a power snappa and 1 slugga. So slugga we've seen, they do, you can equip a thump gun. You're probably not going to. Now they have a hunter profile for their choppas. Okay. So their standard choppas are going to be 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 5-1-1. So just a normal choppa. And then when they're swinging into vehicles, they are 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 6-1.
Is it just vehicles or monster vehicles?
Monster vehicles.
Okay, got them.
Yep. So they're slightly better. I don't think that's as good as they previously were.
So they were strength 6 on the wall before,
but they had
that's going to be the same. They did not have anti-monster. They had reroll hits into monster vehicles as an ability.
What was it? They gave their Beastboss dev wounds though, right?
No, they gave their Beastboss the reroll hits ability.
That's right.
Yeah. They had like a weird relationship where the Beastboss gave them +1 to hit. They gave the reroll hits to the Beastboss, which then he could do his whole
the dev thing. Blah, blah, blah. Alrighty. Then the boss knob's power snappa is anti-monster vehicle 4+, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 8-2-2, which is not.
That's actually better than it used to be. It used to be 7-1-2, I think.
Oh, that is definitely better.
Yeah.
So that's them. Their ability is mobbed, which is when this unit ends a charge move, each enemy monster vehicle unit engaged with this unit makes a battle shock roll with a -1 to that roll or with -2 to that battle shock roll if this unit has 13+ models.
That is a good rule.
Good rule.
Not as good as roll hits against monster vehicles. However, that is a relevant rule.
Yep.
Especially since it's -2 if there's 13+ models.
Yep.
That's tough. I mean, the average battle shock then for a 6+ leadership is 8.
Yep.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, and a guard a 9, something like that.
I'm very curious to see how much I can buff this hunter profile because that's APG base is a very good hunter profile.
What are these guys coming in at?
They are coming in at 85 points, which is actually cheaper than regular boys. And I'll be honest, I think they're better.
And then 170 for 20.
170
they don't
20.
change from. Okay, gotcha.
Nope, don't change.
Nope, cool. All right. Sounds good. There's the Beastnaga boys. So moving on to the Mega Knobs. There's some talk about these guys earlier. So the Mega Knobs are movement 5, toughness 6, 2 up save, no invul in base, 3 wounds, leadership 7, OC1. They have Wah. Their abilities are Arrogant Invulnerability. Attacks that target this unit have -1 AP, so permanent Armor of Contempt.
I'm guessing this is an exchange of their former Feel No Pain.
They no longer have a Feel No Pain. Yep. Good call. And then in the fight phase, Crumpin time, if this unit is riled up, they have +1 to their hit rolls.
This is great because you notice the Warboss and Mega Armour does not have +1 to hit anymore either, so they get to maintain their +1 to hit.
All right, so through their war gear, at base, they're equipped with a custom Shoota and a power claw. And then any number of models can have their power claw replaced with a kill saw. Any number of models can have their custom Shoota replaced with a combi weapon. And any number of models can have their power claw and custom Shoota replaced with 1 twin kill saws.
Okay.
So
the guns are, going to imagine, the same combi profiles we've seen before.
All of them are the same. And then the melee profiles are, you have a kill saw, which is 3 attacks hitting on 4s at 10-2-3. A power claw, which is 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 10-2-2. And twin kill saws are the same as kill saws. They just get twin linked.
I really like twin kill slots here.
Yep.
I like having access to the combi profiles though. I think it's cool with the WA built in.
Yes.
I think your detachments are going to point you in a different direction, as well as the fact that Nazdreg gives them ignores cover, which means that these random profiles are actually not bad.
I think the Big Mechs give them ignores cover too.
The Big Mech also does give them ignores cover. Yeah, because he gives the thing. So
Mega
Meganobs, this is going to be pricey, boys. So 2 models are 75 points, 3 are 110, 5 are 185, and 6 are 225. And for every kill saw or twin kill saw, you're paying 5 points.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that means 6 with 6 kill saws. We're looking at 255 for this unit, which is that 60 points a model? No, that's 40 something points a model.
It's 6 a model. It's a little over. It's like 42, I think.
Yeah, this is expensive. And there's no Feel No Pain. Armor of Contempt is blatantly a worse rule than Feel No Pain. Because Feel No Pain was good against everything in the game, mortal wounds, every time you fail to save, whatever. This model does have a 5-up invuln, which means that against like las cannons and stuff like that, it doesn't actually have a rule.
It does against las cannons. You get a 4-up instead of a 5-up.
Oh, are they? Because they're AP3. Okay,
AP3, yeah.
Melted guns.
Melting guns. The AP1's not great. It's not as good as the Feel No Pain.
Now you're gonna like randomly be like immortal against like AP1 spam or something along those lines. But I think overall the Feel No Pain, since it's better into everything in the game, is great.
Yes.
What's really scary for this unit now? The plasma gun.
Yes.
You fail a 3 damage plasma gun, you just die.
Yeah.
You just do goodbye. Right.
There's not a whole lot of 3 damage plasmas, but
Well, there's like Inceptors and stuff like that.
true.
Right?
Watch out for those guys. Those guys are scary. Don't get hit. So yeah, overall, Meganobs are pretty decent. Definitely worse with AOC versus the Feel No Pain, but they're also very expensive.
Yeah, and if you go back, remember the Warboss Mega Armour is 125.
Yeah, this is like almost 400.
That's almost 400 points for 6 megas on a Mega Ball. That's really expensive.
That unit, if you are getting shot by the wrong profiles, does just die.
Just
too.
dies.
You just you get folded. So moving on from the Mega Knobs, we've got their less mega cousins, the Knobs. So Knobs are movement 6, toughness 5, 4-up save, 3 wounds, leadership 7, OC 1. So they are 3 wounds base now on Knobs, which is pretty cool. They have Get Out Delay, which is while making a charge move, this unit can move through models, excluding monsters vehicle models. That's not a bad rule.
That's a cute ability. Yeah. It'll come up sometimes.
Yep. They have Ammo Runts, which is once per battle per unit in your shooting phase. When this unit is selected to shoot, you can use this ability +1 hit rolls.
I'm guessing we have a billion combi profiles.
They do. They have a custom Crumpa and a custom Shoota. Once again, all of the combi profiles are what you have seen before. So for every 5 models, though, you can get a Scorcha. For every 5 models, you can get a custom Big Shoota. And then for every 5 models, you can get a Big Choppa, which is the big one. And then any number of models can have their custom Shoota replaced with a combi rocket. And for every 5 models of the unit, 1 model can have their custom Shoota replaced with 1 paired Crumpa. So that's going to be the big one. Because there's one rule that they also have is attacks made with this model's custom Crumpa weapons can reroll hit rolls and wound rolls.
That's pretty good.
So you have 2 guys with those in a 10-man. Going through those profiles real quick, a custom Choppa is going to be 4 attacks hitting on 3s at 522. Custom Crumpas are going to be 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 1022.
So they're power claws.
So yeah, power claws. But you get 6 attacks with power claws, 4 rolls to win. These guys are very all right.
They're 125. I do like that the 3 wounds. They're a lot meatier than they used to be, right? That part is pretty relevant. With a Warboss, we're looking at 225. It's a bucket of wounds. They have a bunch of power claws.
In front of a Warboss.
In front of a Warboss. I like him with a Warboss. I think that if they were still 2 wounds, I would not be so crazy about it. But the fact that they have the extra wounds is really quite nice.
The 3 is a lot. So Knobs, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Alrighty, moving on to the Sneaky Gits, the Commandos. They have the same profile as Boys, and then their knob is also 3 wounds now. So toughness 5, whip save 1 wound. Yeah, so big boy Commando. They have a lot of abilities. Holy cow! All right, so they have Infiltrator, Stealth for generic abilities.
Yep.
They have Found 'em, which is in your movement phase. You can select one enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit. That unit has +3 inches of detection range until the end of the turn. Notably, this doesn't say visible, so you can be behind a wall. Blink.
Oh, cool. I like this because our guns are more relevant now.
Yes, is helpful. So then they have Tactical No Watts. In the declare battle formation step, you can split this unit into 2 units of 5 with a starting strength of 5 each. If you do, pick which unit's Bomb Squig, Found 'em ability.
Great, they have this already.
So to be fair, interestingly enough, you only get one of the guys only gets Found 'em. So you don't actually split the 2 5-mans and they both get Foundem.
Oh,
Foundem is like a little, it's called a commando
the distraction grot or whatever.
Yeah. So you do have to pick one unit that'll increase your detection range, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but it does kind of sting.
I would have liked it to be a baseline ability.
Yeah, exactly. They have nowhere to hide. This unit's attacks that target hidden units have +1 to hit rolls. This is actually very nice into other skirmish units because a lot of the times your opponent's skirmish units are going to be hidden because they just kind of like came forward to be annoying. So you get a little bit more consistent. And then they have a bomb squig, which is once per battle per unit. Do the bomb squig thing. Pick a unit that is visible at the end of a normal move within 12 inches and roll 1d6. On a 3-up, that enemy unit suffers 3 mortal wounds.
They are the exact same.
Exact same. Yep.
Exact same.
So they're 10 models always. You can't take 5-mans, but you can take 5-mans, right? Yep. So they each have a Choppa and a Slugga. Then you can have the Nob can have either a big Choppa or a Power Claw. One commando gets a Burna, one commando gets a rocket launcher, one commando can have their Chopper replaced with a Breacher Ram, and then up to 2 commandos can each be equipped with a custom Shoota. So
we know all the profiles
are the
same.
Ram.
What's the Breacher Ram?
The Breacher Ram is going to be 2 attacks hitting on 4s at 8/2/2. This is an interesting profile. I think it's kind of like a kill team spillover. Where it's just like this exists.
It's actually a little bit worse than it is right now. It's kind of weird. Yeah. So, or it might be the exact same. Whatever. Commando's the same. You're going to take them for the same purposes.
Yep.
They're 125, so they went up 5 points. Whatever.
Yeah. The Foundem's nice.
Yeah. Commandos are commandos.
Yep. So moving on to Flash Gits, they're going to move 6. They're toughness 5 with a 4-up save. 3 wounds. Flash Gits are 3 wounds base.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Leadership 7 OC1. Their abilities is Finders Keepers. In your shooting phase, if any of the following apply, this unit's range attacks have +1 AP. If this unit is within range of an objective marker, notably, sorry, not marker, but objective, just this unit. So one guy touches on, whole unit counts as Finders Keepers.
That's a good rule.
Or the target of that attack is within range of an objective marker. You are always going to have +1 AP. There should never be a world where you aren't getting Finders Keepers.
So all these profiles have +1 AP, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So they each have a Choppa and a Snaz Gun. Their Choppa's 4 attacks at 5/1/1. But what we're really here for is the Snaz Gun. So the Snaz Gun has 3 different profiles. It's really interesting. So they have Kutta, which is hazardous and melt to 2, 12-inch range, 1-shot, ballistic skill 4, strength 9, AP 3, D3 +2 damage base.
They just like picked up a Melta.
They just picked up a Melta. They're D3 +2 base, which means in Melta they're D3 +4.
Oh, so they shifted the Melta math.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So then from there we have the Snaz Gun Dakka, which is lethal hits against non-monster vehicles and sustained hits all the times. 3 shots hitting on 4s at 6/1/2. That's the profile we know and love. That's what we know and love. That's a classic. And then they have a kill shot profile, which is going to be hazardous. This is 36-inch range, hitting on 2s, 2 attacks, hitting on 4s at 8/2/2. So I guess this is if you're far away, you want to be able to shoot still. But
or you need the extra AP, I guess, because that is an AP3 profile.
That is AP2.
Well, no, with Finders Keepers, yeah.
With Finders Keepers. So, that's actually quite good. They do have explosives for grenades. So
cool. What's their melee like?
Their melee is 4 attacks hitting on 3s at 5/1/1.
Got it. Okay, so they lost to strength because in the WoW they used to be strength 6 here.
And Finders Keepers is shooting phase.
Oh, and how many attacks are they again?
4.
Okay, got it. So they kept 4 attacks, but they lost the attack technically because they had 5 attacks in the model before. This model is sick.
Yes.
Super cool. This is very flexible. 3 different profiles is incredible.
Yep.
The leaders give them ignores cover, which means they actually hit on 4s, and they can pick up sustained.
Yep.
This is actually great. 5 for 105, 10 for 210. This is a significant price increase to what they are right now.
Yep.
They are significantly better than what they are right now. The melee is worse, but the flexibility of the guns is way, way, way cool. In fact, they have a Melta gun now.
Yeah, the Melta gun's crazy.
Like, that's just crazy.
If someone runs up on you and you hit them with 10 shots of D3 +4 damage at AP4, you're just...
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have like a fire dragon roll or whatever where they're like real hits, wounds, and damage and all that stuff, but whatever.
Who cares?
Super cool.
Blam.
Especially since you get assaults all the time now.
Yeah.
Like, super, super cool.
Alrighty, so moving on to the Storm Boys. They are 12-inch move, toughness 5, 5-up save, 1 wound, 3 wounds on their knob, leadership 7 OC1. They have deep strike natively. They have rocket charge, which is when this unit is selected to fight. If this unit made a charge move this turn, you can use this ability. If you do, your melee attacks get +1 attack, +1 strength, and hazardous. So similar to what they've done previously. They each get the Nob gets a custom Choppa and a Slugga, and each Storm Boy gets a Choppa and a Slugga. So the Choppa, same profile, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, 5/1/1. And then the custom Choppa and Power Claw are the same. You can have a Power Claw or a custom Choppa on the Nob. That's the only War Gear option. So
okay, so they don't have always advance in charge. They don't have always fall back in charge. Instead, they can go hazardous and go super. Notably, these are 1 wound models, right? So hazardous can be a little bit painful. It's a little scary. You roll a little too bad. However, having a little extra juice in the tank every now and then is cool.
Yep.
You're going to take these for the same purpose you take them now. Notably, 5 points more expensive, 70 points for 5 now.
That is a little bit more
140 for 10, so no discount on the 10 man either.
The skirmish is actually quite nice. The breakpoint from strength 5 to strength 6 is
That's a big
pretty
deal.
helpful.
Yeah, especially into elves and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
So you're very consistent. So moving on from them, we've got Breaka Boyz. So Breaka Boyz are the same profile as a boy. Sorry, no, they're not. They're movement 6, toughness 5, 4-up save, 2 wounds, 3 wounds on the knob, leadership 7, OC 1. They have bomb squigs. They get 2 bomb squigs, but you can only use 1 per turn.
Sure.
So once per turn, twice per battle per unit, same as the commando bomb squig. And then your trophy hunter, so you have +1 to charge rolls all the time.
Cool.
It's a good rule. Every model is equipped. You're locked to 6 models, a knob and 5 breakas. Every model is equipped with a smasher hammer, and then the knob gets a choppa, a rocket pistol, and a smasher hammer. And then you get the knob can have their smasher hammer replaced with a rocket pistol. One Breaka Boy can have their smash hammer replaced with knuckle busters, and then one Breaka Boy can have their smash hammer replaced with 1 tank hammer.
Okay.
So the rocket pistol is just a rocket, but a pistol. So 12-inch range, hitting on 5s, 10, 2, 3.
Cool.
The melee profile, so the smash hammer is 2. It has the hunter profile of its monster vehicles that we've seen. It is either 3 attacks at 7/2/2 into anything, or into monsters' vehicles, 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 12/2/3. So it gets +5 strength and +1 damage.
+5 strength is a hell of a hunter profile.
That's pretty crazy.
That's like huge.
So the other big one is the knuckle busters that you can take one of is anti-monster vehicle 4+, 4 attacks hitting on 3s at 5/2/2. You probably won't take that. It's not damage
Smash
3.
hammer is just way too much better.
Yeah. And then the tank hammer, which you get the one of, is 3 attacks hitting on 4s at 12/2/3 with dev wounds and hazardous. Actually, don't know if you take this because you go down to hitting on 4s versus.
Does there anti anymore?
It does not.
Oh, they took away the anti off the
Yes,
tank hammer.
yeah.
Oh, that's actually not worth much of an upgrade anymore then.
No, I think I'd rather hit on 3s than have dev wounds.
I think I would agree with that, especially with hazard being like a thing.
Technically, admittedly, he is 12/2/3 against everything in the game. He does not have dumb hunter profile.
So he doesn't have hunter profile. So
yeah.
that like 1 tank hammer is actually kind of interesting. You'd have to like run a mess of math on it. Notably, this is not a 3 wound like a knob anymore, or like flash kits, and they are 135. Whew. So they're a bit more fragile. But strength 12 on the hunter profile is really good.
Yeah.
This I can see upsides and downsides of this unit.
Yep. Alrighty. So moving on, the ranged cousins of the Breaka Boyz, the tank busters. Same defensive profile, 2 wounds with a 4-up save, 3 wounds on the knob. They have Rocket Barrage. In your shooting phase, when this unit has shots, select one enemy unit hit by those attacks. That unit makes a battle shock roll with -1 to that battle shock roll. That's all right. They also have 2 bomb squigs, same trigger as the commandos.
Sure.
And then they have Pulsar Rockets, which is once per battle per unit. In your shooting phase, when this unit is selected to shoot, you can select one enemy monster vehicle unit within 24 inches of this unit. If you do, this unit's attacks that target that unit have +1 AP and lethal hits.
Okay, that's actually a really good ability.
It is only against monsters vehicles now, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a little tough. So for war gear wise, the knob can have the rocket pistol replaced with a smash hammer, and then one tank buster can take a pulsar rocket and a buster rocket launcher as well. So one of the guys gets the pulsar rocket.
Sure, yeah.
So the buster rocket launcher is at standard 2 shots hitting on 4s, 24-inch range of 10-3. And then its hunter profile against monsters and vehicles is 3 shots hitting on 4s at 12-3. So you get an extra shot and 2 extra strength.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, that makes them very good into monsters vehicles. Then they have the rocket pistols, which is just a rocket pistol. Then melee-wise, they each have 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 5-0-1. If you take the smash hammer, you get 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 7-2-2, or into monsters vehicles, 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 12-2-3.
So same as the Breaka Boy hammer or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
got
So
it.
one of those guys gets that, and then the choppa is if you decide not to take that, which you won't.
So what I like here is that they took blast off of the profile.
Yep.
Because the problem with tank busters is that they were good into elite infantry and they were good into vehicles and they were good into hordes because they had blast. They were like literally good at shooting like every single target in the game. So when they were good, they were like way too good. Now we actually are like just tank busters really, but not totally useless in anything else because 10-2-3 is fine as a profile, and hitting on 4s, that +1 to hit is really quite nice.
It's a big deal.
145. So I think this is +20 from what they're currently sitting.
Yeah.
I think it's totally unreasonable because they're a little bit more consistent across the board.
You can also give them ignores cover sustained.
Yep. So you can give them some good buffs and stuff. We'll have to see just after to see what we can go from there. But the common theme of plus points is still here, right?
Yep. So moving on to the Mek Gunz. They are going to move 5 at toughness 6, 4-up save, 6-up invuln, 6 wounds each, leadership 8, OC2. They're got a few options, as Mek Gunz always have. So they always have a Smash-A-Gun, or they're equipped with a Smash-A-Gun, and then they can either replace it with a Bubble Chukka, a custom Mega Cannon, or a Tractor Cannon. All the same war gear we've seen for the past 5 editions.
Cool.
So going through the ranged profiles real quick, the Bubble Chukka is going to be Blast 3, lethal hits, 48-inch range, 8 attacks, hitting on 4s at Strength 3, AP 3, Damage 1. That's a really interesting profile.
That is quite odd.
That is strange. I guess into hordes, it's really good because it's Blast 3.
So. Oh, yeah.
So if you shoot into a 20-man, each Mek Gun is putting out 20 shots of lethal hits.
That's true.
That's a real thing. You can take these in, what is it?
Threes?
Yeah, you can take them in
3
3-man units. The custom Mega Cannon is going to be Blast 1, hazardous, 36-inch range, D3 +1 shots, hitting on 4s, strength 12, AP 2, damage 4. It's a pretty good profile.
That's actually kind of a good profile.
Yeah, and damage 4 is like actually a really big deal because there's a lot of like 4 wound elite infantry, Wolf Guard Terminators running around right now.
Yeah, that's a good profile.
Then you have a Smash-A-Gun, which is Blast 1, 48-inch range, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s at 7-3-3. That's also a very good profile. And then the Tractor Cannon is going to be Anti-Fly 2+, 2 shots, hitting on 4s, strength 6, AP 2, D3 +3 damage.
Got it. So the Tractor Cannons are still the flying menace.
Yeah, if your opponent has flying, you have Tractor Cannons.
Watch out, Chaos Primarchs.
Yeah, but we're coming for you. So 1 to 3 models, and then they have a really weird ability. They've got Madcap Artillery. In your shooting phase, when this unit has shot, if all ranged weapons equipped by each Mek Gunz model in this unit are the same, they will be. Select one enemy unit hit by those attacks. That enemy unit has the ability below that matches that weapon's name until the start of your next turn. So for the Bubble Chukka, they'll be wobbled, and when they're wobbled, anything they shoot against has the benefit of cover against them. It's kind of a weird one. It doesn't strip cover, it gives your army cover against them. Interesting. Custom Mega Cannons zap something, and that gives them -1 leadership. Smash-A-Gun smash something, which gives them -2 inches to move. Notably, no restriction on what this works against. So you can do this against monsters, vehicles, which is a pretty big deal. And then Tractor Cannons give a unit grounded, and while a unit is grounded, it cannot take to the skies.
Okay, so this is like a whole mouthful of models and units here. This is like we're going to have to cook on this one.
Yeah,
There's a lot of combinations of abilities and different guns, and this is going to combine with different detachments and other things. And
It's a lot going on.
yeah, they're 55 points a model now, and they can be led by like the few mech, the big mech and Mega Armour, big mech, and regular mech, I think are the 3 things that can lead them.
Yeah.
So they can pick up ignores cover pretty easy. Weird unit.
You just take whatever gun is best for the meta. If Recon Guard's running around, you just take 9 Bubble Chukkas and you get a million shots. So that is going to be it for the Mek Gunz. Moving on to the War Bikers. So the War Bikers are going to be movement 12, toughness 6, 4-up save, 3 wounds base, 4 on the knob, leadership 7, OC2. All War Bike models are equipped with a Choppa and a dual Dakka gun, and then the Biker knob is equipped with a custom Choppa and a dual combi rocket. They don't actually have any war gear options. Their ability is High Speed Carnage. If this unit has made a charge move this turn, that unit's melee attacks have +1 strength and damage.
Remember that Deffkilla Wartrike we talked about earlier?
That's pretty
good on Deffkilla Wartrike. All of a sudden, our Killa Jet is D6 +3 damage in melee. Oof. All of a sudden, we're strength 8, -2 for 3 damage in melee on all our attacks. This is quite a good ability with the Wartrike.
Yep, we've seen it on Outriders. It was good there. It's also good here.
Yep.
So their guns are actually not terrible. The dual Dakka guns that they all get are going to be Assault with lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, 6 shots hitting on 5s at 501. So that's a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And then the combi rocket is just a combi rocket, except for his version of the combi rocket Dakka gun is 6 shots instead of the standard like 4.
Okay, that's cool actually.
Yep. And then their Choppas are the same as all Choppas. 3 attacks, weapon skill 3, 511, but they'll actually be 612. And then the custom Choppa is going to be 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, 522, which is actually 623. So this unit is actually quite good.
Yeah, I like this unit at 75 points. 3 for 75, 6 for 140. This is great. That means 3 of these just with a Wartrike is 155.
That's not bad.
That's a little missile unit.
It's a good skirmish.
Yeah,
and they're durable. They're toughness 6 with 3 wounds and a 4 wound captain.
Yeah. So they got a new kit. So that's probably why their weapon options changed here a bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Wartrack is the next one, which the Wartrack is going to be movement 12, toughness 6, 4-up save, 6-up invuln, 7 wounds, leadership 7, OC3. It has speed knob support. While each model in this unit is within 3 inches of a friendly speed freak unit, excluding Wartrack units, so you can't just other Wartracks, this unit is lone operative. That's actually really interesting.
That is kind of cool.
So you can take between 1 and 2, so you get a 2-man squad. And then they have Bust 'em. In your shooting phase, when this unit has shot, select one enemy unit hit by those attacks. That unit is busted until the end of the turn. Friendly speed freak units that target a busted unit and have lethal hits. So you give lethal hits against every other for all your speed freak stuff. They get a custom Shoota, which is going to be 4 shots, rapid fire 2 of 401, and then a multi-busta launcher, which is D3 plus 3 shots, not blast, hitting on 5s at 10, 2, 3. And then they each have 4 custom chop attacks, which is 5, 2, 2, hitting on 3s.
This is 70 points.
It's a little rough.
That's tough. This is not that good for 70 points, especially since no ignore covers on that gun. And that means you have to actually hit for their ability, right?
Yes.
And unironically, that will not happen most of the time.
Yeah, that you only have 9 plus D3 shots, which like there's a real world where you don't.
You just hit on
don't
6s.
hit.
Exactly. Yeah. So thumbs down. This is not good. This is just not good.
Alrighty, so moving on to Deffkoptas. Let's see if they're a little bit better. They move 12, toughness 6, 4 up save, 6 up invuln all the time, 4 wounds each at leadership 7 OC2. They deep strike natively, and then they have Deaf from above. In your shooting phase, if this unit made an ingress move this turn, this unit's range attacks have +1 to hit. Okay. Pretty good. So
deep strike.
Yep. And then aerial maneuver. At the end of your opponent's fight phase, if this unit is unengaged, you can place this unit in strategic reserves. That is very good.
That is a really good ability.
That is really good. These are basically Orc Inceptors now. So they are each equipped with a Choppa, a Rocket Launcher, a Slugga, and Spinning Blades. So the Rocket Launcher is going to have 2 profiles, Blasta or Busta. The Blasta one is Blast 2, 2 shots each, hitting on 5s at 401. And then the Rocket Launcher Busta is 2 shots, no blast, but lethal hits, hitting on 5s at 10, 2, 3. Okay. So that's pretty good profile.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The custom Mega Blasta, which for every 3 models, you get 1 custom Mega Blasta, is going to be 3 shots, hazardous lethal hits, hitting on 5s at 9, 2, 3. You probably take that. The extra shot for -1 strength is worth it.
Yep, that's not bad.
And then they have a Slugga, which is a Slugga. They have Choppa and Spinning Blades. Notably, neither of these are extra attacks.
You have to pick one.
Yeah, you have to pick one. I don't see why you would ever swing with the Choppa because it's not hazardous, I guess. Sure. So the Chop is 3 attacks at 511, pretty bad. Also hits on 4s. And then the Spinning Blades are Cleave 1, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s at 511. So you get Cleave, you hit 1 better, and you get an extra attack.
For hazardous?
For hazardous.
Are they vehicle keyword?
They are mounted. Fly.
Oh.
So you are never going to swing that Chop up ever unless you have 1 wound Deffkopta.
Because you don't take any damage from the hazardous.
Yeah. So
cool.
Deffkoptas are really good.
3 models for 80 points.
So 160 for 6.
160 for 6. It's pretty cheap. This model functionally has to deep strike to hit on 5s, which is the awkward part, which means you can't rapid and do this because they'll lose the -1 to hit going into your turn.
Yep.
We'll have to see if detachments can make the shooting a little bit better. Yep. But they shoot horrible baseline because they hit on 6s. So.
Hitting on 6s is tough. Yeah. So deep strike these guys. So moving on to the buggies, we have the Rukkatrukk Squigbuggies. Movement 12, toughness 7, 4 up save, 6 up invuln, 9 wounds, leadership 7, OC3. They're deadly demise 1, and they have Wah. Their abilities are Squig Barrage. In your shooting phase, when this unit is shot, select 1 enemy unit, excluding monster vehicle units, hit by this unit's Squig Launcher weapons. That enemy unit is covered in squigs until the start of your next turn. While a unit is covered in squigs, that unit's attacks have -1 hit and rolls.
Good ability.
It's a good ability. So you can have between 1 and 2 in a unit. I think that's kind of coming back. So previously you could take 3-mans and then they cut them down to 1. And I think this is the first time you've been able to take a squad of them.
I think it's the first movie I've been taking 2 in a while, I think.
So that's pretty cool. So they each have a sawn-off shotgun and a squig launcher. So the sawn-off shotgun is assault, lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, 2 shots hitting on 5s, 401. And then the big one is a squig launcher, ignores cover natively and hits on 4s.
Big deal.
D6 plus 6 shots at 512.
So I'm happy they took away indirect fire from this thing.
Yep.
It is now balanceable. It's allowed to shoot decently. It's allowed to be just a normal buggy that shoots. You don't have to worry about this thing being a nightmare all the time because of indirect fire. D6 plus 6 shots is a lot.
And always hitting on 4s.
Always hitting on 4s like ignores cover. If a mech gives a +1 hit, it's on 3s. This is not bad.
This is good.
512s, that's good.
That's a real problem.
I like that.
You take 2 of them, 2d6 plus 12.
For 160?
For 160.
That's a lot of meat.
Nice.
Nail a gun.
They also have saw blades, which their melee is cleave 1 with 4 attacks hitting on 3s at 712.
That's not bad.
Strike 7 damage 2 profile.
I like these guys.
These are good.
Yeah, these are good.
All right, so moving on to war buggies. So war buggies are
a lot of different buggies all mashed together.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, speed freak lovers that loved their boom jack,
27 Boondocka Snazwagon,
Boondocka. They're all one thing. It's
all one thing. It's
all just war buggies.
You don't get to say the fun names anymore.
No.
So the War Buggies are movement 12, toughness 7, 4 up save, 6 up invul, 9 wounds, leadership 7, OC3, same as the Rukkatrukk Squigbuggies. Their datasheet ability is Drive-By Scorchin'. In your movement phase, you can select one visible enemy unit, excluding monster vehicle units within 6 inches of this unit. That enemy unit cannot be targeted with the Fire Overwatch stratagem until the end of the turn.
When does this happen?
In your movement phase.
Okay, got it. In my movement phase. So that means I can walk up the Land Reader Redeemer and say, you do not get to redeem.
No monsters vehicles.
All right, this ability sucks.
This ability sucks. Yeah. In theory, maybe you take one if there's like Infernus Marines running around your meta, but it's not great. So let's move on to the cool stuff. So you can have 1 and 2 models per unit. So every model gets an extra Dakka, a Mech Special, and a Spiked Ram. Any number of models can have their Mech Special replaced with a Rivet Cannon. That's the only war gear option.
Okay.
So the extra Dakka, which all of them have, is Assault, lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, sustained hits, range 12, 4 attacks, hitting on 5s, 5/1/1. That's just a little underslung gun.
Sure.
The Mech Special, which is the first of the war gear options, is going to be have 2 profiles, aimed and point blank. So the aimed one is Assault and lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, sustained hits 1, 24-inch range, 14 shots, hitting on 4s at 5/1/1. Notably, these guys don't get ignore cover, which is a little tough comparatively. And then their point blank, though, is Assault and Torrent, like we've seen, 6-inch range, 2d6 plus 2 shots at 5/1/1. So you just go to auto hitting once you get close enough, which you probably will be. And then their Rivet Cannon, which is their other war gear option, also has an aimed or a point blank. So the aimed is going to be anti-infantry 4+, assault, devastating wounds against infantry.
Okay.
24-inch range, 6 shots, hitting on 4s at 7/2/2.
That's fine.
It's an all right profile. Yeah. And then their point blank is another 6-inch range, D3 +1, all the same keywords, and also 7/2/2. At point blank, these guys actually start getting pretty nasty.
These point blank is not bad. It's just a small shot count.
Yeah.
These are 70 points. What's the defensive again? How many wounds?
They're 9 wounds, 4 up save, 6 up invul.
It's kind of weird. There's no Scrapjet here, by the way. There's no rocket one.
Yeah, no.
Scrapjet's just kind of gone in the world. Yeah, I think this is like this is a retirement of this unit.
Have fun, you know.
Good night, buggies. The guns aren't very good. The ability isn't very good. 70 points is honestly actually kind of expensive for this. Yeah, this is...
You had enough time in the sun in 9th.
Goodbye, buggies.
Have fun.
Yeah.
So moving on to the Squighog Boyz. They're going to move 10, toughness 6, 4 up save, 6 up invuln. 3 wounds each, leadership 7, OC2. The Knob gets 4 wounds. Notably, they did lose their 5 up feel no pain. So that is...
And they lost the toughness. They were T7.
They were T7 as well. So that's gone. They get a bomb squig, which they only have 1 bob squig. So...
Yeah, if you take 2, you probably... Or if you take a big squad, you probably get 2 bomb squigs.
I think only 1. Nope, you just get 1.
Oh, weird. Yeah. Okay.
So 1 bob squig, once per battle per unit. Yep. So,
okay.
And then their ability is Brutal Impact. If this unit made a charge move this turn, this unit's attacks have +1 damage. That's pretty good. Let's go over their profiles real quick. Every knob on Smash a Squig is equipped with 1 Big Choppa, 1 Slug, and a Squig's Jaw, and then every Squighog boy gets a Saddle Gets Shiv, a Squig Jaw, and a Sticka. So the Squig Jaws are going to be 3 attacks each, hitting on 4s at 6/1/2, so 6/1/3 on the charge. The Sticka that they all get is going to be Anti-Monster Vehicle 4+, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 5/1/2, goes to 5/1/3.
No Lance, though?
No Lance. And then the Big Choppa is Anti-Monster Vehicle 4+, Cleave 2, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s at 7/1/2, goes to 7/1/3. Their ranged weapons are not good. Saddle Gets Shivs are 1 shot, hitting on 4s, 3/0/1.
Whatever.
Slug is whatever. The Sticka, they all get the Sticka, that's right. So they all have they each get 1 shot at 9-inch range, hitting on 5s at 5/1/2, Anti-Monster Vehicle 4+ assault. So it's not terrible.
My impression of this model is it is horrible. So it's 140 points per 4. Losing a toughness and losing a feel no pain is devastating to this unit. No feel no pain on this unit. It's mounted keyword.
Yep.
This is not infantry. It has mobile, so it can go through walls and stuff like that.
Can't be hidden.
But this cannot be hidden, and it just has a 4-up armor save at T6. This dies to anything. Yes, you have a 5 of invuln, but the feel no pain is what was really abusive on this unit. And then it was stacking with the War Horde -1 to wound, which spoiler, that's gone.
Yeah.
I'm really displeased with the changes to this unit. This is so much less durable than it used to be, and it's a mounted. Just mounted has so many struggles in 11th edition. I'm willing to eat my words if Hogs end up being good on this one, but my initial read on this is that Hogs are going to launch at a pretty bad place.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Alrighty, so moving on to the transports, we've got the truck, which is the truck we know. Movement 12, Toughness 8, 4 up save, 6 up invuln, 10 wounds, leadership 7, OC 2. Firing deck 12, pretty cool. And then piling out in your opponent's movement phase when an enemy unit ends a move within 8 inches of this model. Units embarked within this model can make a disembark move using the rapid disembark mode, which is the thing for the
so you just get like assault ramp basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh no, not quite. No. I see.
Yeah,
it's
like
when they move
kind
near
of
you. It's like the World Eater's Rhino.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
It can transport 12 infantry, cannot transport Gaz or jump pack models, and each Mega Armour takes up the space of 2 models. So you can fit 6 Mega Knobs in it.
Sure.
Or 22 Gretchen. So ranged weapons, it's equipped base with a dual big Shoota and a spiked ram. The weapons aren't really anything super great. The melee is the big one that you'll take it for. So you'll probably replace the dual big Shoota with a rocket launcher, which is just 2 shots at 10 to 3. And then it can be equipped with either a buzzsaw or a grabbing claw, and then it has the spiked ram natively. So the spiked ram is cleave 1, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s at 6-0-1, not great. And then you can either have the grabbing claw, which is extra attacks, 2 attacks, hitting on 3s at 10-2-2, or the buzzsaw, which is cleave 1, extra attacks, hitting on 2s at 6-1-2. You're probably taking the grabbing claw. You're taking the truck because it's a truck, though. That's the real truth of it. You know, no other reason.
60 points.
60 points. That's a little bit higher than it was.
I think it's 5. I think it was like 55 right now, something like that. Whatever. It has like some slightly better weapons. You take trucks are trucks. When you need a transport, you take a truck. There's not a lot of nuance on it. The only big thing here is it picked up the speed freak keyword.
That is actually a big deal.
That's actually a big deal.
Speed freak is very helpful, and it's frame. Good to know. All right. So the battle wagon did get split into 2 data sheets. So now there is a battle wagon and a gun wagon.
Oh.
So real quick, the battle wagon is going to be a mobile fortress, so it's -1 damage. It's toughness 11, 3 up save, 16 wounds, brackets at 6, leadership 7, OC 5, deadly demise D6, firing deck 11. It can transport 22 orc infantry. Ghazghkull can transport in, and he only takes up the space of 4 models. It's not bad. For a 16 wound Primarch. And then each Mega Armor and Jump Pack model takes up the space of 2 models, so it can transport Jump Packs. And then it's equipped with a Crush and Bulk, and then it gets 1 Wrecking Ball, 4 big Shootas, and a Grab and Claw. You get all that. That's not option, or it's optional, but you just get it.
You're going to take it.
Options, yeah. So the big Shoota is just going to be 3 shots with rapid fire 2 each at 5-0-1. So you get 20 shots if you take all of them. The Crush and Bulk is going to be cleave 1, 6 attacks, hitting on 3s at 8-2-2. The Grab a Claw is the same as the truck, 10-2-2 extra attacks. And the Wrecking Ball is cleave 2, extra attacks, 1 attack, hitting on 3s, strength 10, AP 0, D6 damage.
Okay, this is the silly Wrecking Ball stayed silly.
Yeah.
That -1 damage, is it shooting and fight phase?
Ranged attacks that target this unit.
Oh, just ranged attacks. Okay, got it. Yeah. That's a pretty good rule. This is 150 points.
It's hard to chew through.
That's pretty tough to shoot through. I don't hate this at all at 150. What's the difference between that and the new gun wagon?
So the gun wagon does not transport as many. It only transports 12. Gaz still can get inside at the cost of 4 models. And Makari doesn't cost against him as now. It has no firing deck. Its damage is on 6. It has a Crush and Bulk and a cannon based. But then here's all the things that it gets. It gets a Wrecking Ball, a Grab a Claw, a Laba, 4 big Shootas, and then either a Kill Cannon or a Zap Gun. There's 2 Z's in there.
Okay.
So its ability is reroll hit rolls of 1 in the shooting phase. Not terrible.
That's actually a pretty good roll.
For orcs, it's all right. So the big Shootas, same as they were. So the cannon is your first one of the options. The cannon has 2 profiles. Frag is going to be Blast 3, Rapid Fire 4, 4 shots hitting on 4s at 5-0-1. So that means that it's 8 shots plus 3 for every 5. So it's a good number of shots. Or the cannon shell is rapid fire 2, 36-inch range, 2 shots hitting on 4s, strength 10, AP 2, D6 plus 1 damage. You essentially get 4 of those shots when you shoot this thing.
Cool.
Pretty good. Or you take you get that, you replace that with the kill cannon, which is anti-infantry 3+, blast 1, rapid fire 4, 4 shots base, hitting on 4s, strength 6, AP 3, damage 2. So 8 shots, 6-3-2 with blast 1, anti-infantry 3 up against tough infantry.
That's actually a pretty good gun.
It's a pretty good profile.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then the Laba is the same as it has been. Blast 3, indirect fire, 48-inch range, 3 shots, hitting on 4s, 5-0-1.
Oh, God, not random shots anymore, but blast 3.
But blast 3, yep. So the Zap Gun is actually pretty interesting. Anti-monster vehicle 4+, devastating wounds against anti-monster vehicle. Okay. So rapid fire 2, sustained hits 2, 36-inch range, 2 shots, hitting on 4s, 8-2-4. So that's pretty good.
This is the same cost as a battle wagon. So basically, the battle wagon has -1 damage. The gun wagon has guns.
And transports
And transports less. I'll need to see detachments to tell me what to do with this.
Yeah, I think if you don't need to transport as many infantry, you probably take the battle wagon or the gun wagon.
No.
If you need the room, then you probably take the...
Might slow down on the battle wagon, you know. I don't know. This is a really interesting model.
Yeah.
Give Mek his +1 question mark.
Yeah.
Put a pin on this. Yeah.
They do also hit on 4s base for orc shooting. So with the Mek hitting on 3s.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Put a pin. Put a pin on. I can't give a good evaluation right now, but that's interesting.
It could be interesting. Yeah. Alrighty, so moving on to the rigs. There is still 2 of them, the Hunta Rig and the Killa Rig. So Kill Rig. So the Hunta Rig is going to be movement 10, 10 wounds, 3 up save, 6 up invuln, 16 wounds, leadership 7, OC 5. Deadly Demise D6, Feel No Pain 5+.
That's a big deal.
Firing deck 11.
D10, 16 wins, 5 Feel No Pain. That is a lot of chunk.
Really good. Fully loaded butchery. This unit's Butcher Boy's weapons, which is one of its melee profiles. It gets +2 attacks for each model embarked within this unit to a maximum of +22 attacks.
Can you still hold 20 guys?
It can still hold 22 beast snacks.
Okay, it was max 22. So that's genuinely hilarious, by the way.
Also notably, you get +2 for each model, which means you only need to put 11 guys in to get to the +22.
Okay, cool.
That's kind of neat. And then when it does crushing impacts, it's -1 CP. Doesn't let you double up, but you get to do it for free.
It's cool.
Notably nice on this guy because of the Feel No Pain for the taking mortals yourself. They have a Butcher Boyz melee, heavy labas, a Savage Horns and Hooves, 1 Saw Blade, and 1 Stick Cannon.
And I believe these are pretty much the same as they are now.
They are exactly the same. Only difference is Saw Blades now have Cleave 1.
Cool.
And the Stick Cannon's Anti-Monster Vehicle 2+.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
165.
That is really good for a vibe of Feel No Pain.
Yeah, it's a lot of cheap. What I can looking at is like gun wagons, battle wagons, and hunter rigs and kill rigs all together, and like a big.
It's a lot of dudes just riding around.
Yeah, list. Yeah.
Pretty good. So the Kill Rig is the exact same defensive profile, including the 5-up Feel No Pain, except for it's a Psyker. It has unstable energies. We're back to this thing again.
We have some psychic powers.
So it can only transport 12 instead of 22, and then it is only a level 1 Psyker. The orcs are noob Psykers. They don't have any level 2 Psykers.
No, which is kind of weird.
Kind of weird. He's not I feel like he's on a big tower. Should be better. So he's got 2 psychic abilities, the first of which is going to be Beast Scent, which is psychic level 1. In your movement phase, when a unit embarked within this unit is selected to make a disembark move, this unit is not battle shocked, notably this unit, the Kill Rig itself.
Yep.
You can make a psychic roll for this unit by rolling 1d6. If you do, on a 1, this unit is battle shocked, and then that disembarking unit attacks that target a monster vehicle unit have +1 to wound until the end of the turn.
Crazy ability, by the way.
That is a very good.
Crazy ability.
So the hunter weapons that are 6-1 for the Beastboss are now also +1 to wound.
Crazy ability.
Just really good.
Yeah.
In case you take more than one, so I think you can actually do that. You can do that as many times as you want. So all the kill rigs can do that. There's no limit to that, like the dope.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
Yep. And then the Warpath, which is the other psychic level 1 ability in your psychic phase. When this unit is selected to fight, if it's not battle shocked, you can make a psychic roll for this unit by rolling 1d6. If you do, on a 1 you're battle shocked. And then this unit's melee attacks have lethal hits and psychic. So
okay, cool. I like that the kill rig has an offensive power just in case like you don't get guys out or something that turn. It still can do something.
Yep.
Cool.
So this is really good. Yeah.
I think kill rigs and hunter rigs are actually looking pretty good.
Yes, they are looking very, very good.
175 for the kill rig.
So a little more expensive, but you get the psychic abilities.
You also get the war tower. The war tower is a little bit different. Yeah, I forgot. The war tower now is not D3 shots.
Yep, it's 1 shot.
Still torrent, and it's just flat 6 damage.
That is really good.
Yeah. So you lose a little bit of gambling on the D3 shots, the D6 damage, and all that stuff. However, just having 1 consistent auto-hitting 6 damage shot.
Taking a bunch of these too. It's really good.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Alrighty. So next up is going to be the Killa Kans. They're going to move 8. They're toughness 7, 3 up save, 6 up invuln. They're 5 wounds each of leadership 8, OC 2. Deadly Demise 1. They're Spiteful Power Trip. This unit's attacks that target a unit that has no models with T of 7 or higher have +1 to hit rolls. So +1 to hit against things that are T6 or lower, essentially.
Cool.
So they have 1 ranged weapon. Everyone just has a Can Blasta and a Can Claw. So the Can Blasta has 3 different profiles. You either have Dakka, Kill Shot, or Point Blank, similar to what we've seen already. So the Dakka one is going to be Blast 1, ignores cover, sustained hits 1, 24-inch range, 4 shots, hitting on 4s at 6-1-1. Notably, is really good in Horde because you'll be +1 to hit because they're less than T6.
Cool.
It's really good. Can Blast is going to be a kill shot, 2 shots of hitting on 4s, strength 10, AP 2, damage 3. Or at point blank, they are Blast 2, 3 shots of Torrent, 5-1-1. So they get a little flamer profile.
I love that they wrapped up all the profiles into one. That makes Killa Kans significantly more playable and significantly more interesting as a unit. It's 3 for 130, 6 for 260. If they have good detachment support, I think this is actually a pretty interesting unit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool.
All right. So moving on to the Deff Dread. So the Deff Dread is going to his data sheet ability is -1 damage all the time. Just attacks the target's unit.
Okay, that's cool.
He moves 8. He's toughness 9 with a 2-up save and a 6-up invuln. He's 8 wounds, leadership 7 of OC3. He gets a Big Shoota, a Dread Claws, and a Scorcha. His Big Shoota can be replaced with an Extra Claw, a Custom Mega Blast, or a Rocket Launcher, and his Scorcha can be replaced with an Extra Claw, a Big Shoota, a Custom Mega Blast, or a Rocket Launcher. So it's all the same war gear options that he currently has.
Yep.
You could take like 3 of the same thing. So the Dread Claws base are Cleave 1, 5 attacks hitting on 3s at 12, 2, 3. And then for every extra claw you take, you only get 1 extra attack. So you can get up to 7 attacks.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's not great. You probably end up taking the guns. So guns-wise, the rocket launch has the same either Blasta or Busta profile.
It's a rocket launcher.
Scorch is the same. It can have a custom Mega Blasta, which is the same as it has been for all the other data sheets. And then Big Shoota is also the same as every other data sheet.
Okay, so what upsets me about this model, the Deff Dread has 4 arms.
Yeah, well, I can only take 3 things.
There are 3 arms here on this data sheet. The Deff Dread has 4 arms. He's had 4 arms forever.
Have 4.
We just guys just rip an arm off your Deff Dread because he lost a weapon today, by the way. So
Rest in peace.
This seems fine. So Deff Dread is 130, which is pretty pricey, but it is -1 damage.
-1 damage for a
I like it quite a bit. Once again, it depends on the detachments.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, the big boys. First up, the Gorkanaut. So he's going to move 9 at toughness 12, 2-up save, 6 wounds. Sorry, 2-up save, 6-up invuln, 20 wounds, leadership 7, OC 8.
They have 2-up saves now?
They have a 2-up save.
Whoa, okay.
Notably in their core abilities, they did pick up Super Heavy Walker, so they can go through walls now.
Great.
That is really nice for them. So they have in your movement phase when this unit ends a normal move, units embarked within this unit can make an assault disembark move. You're a Land Raider now.
You're a Land Raider.
Huzzah. And then Big Stompy, this unit's melee attacks reroll hit rolls of 1. Cool. Pretty good. So it can transport 12 models, cannot transport Gaz, and it can transport Mega Armour and Jump Pack. They just take up 2 slots. At your base, you only have 1 war gear option. There's no changing the war gear. You have a Deff Swarm Mega Shoota, 2 dual Big Shootas, a Claw of Gork, 2 rocket launches, 1 Scorcha. So the Deff Storm Mega Shoota has an aimed or a point blank profile. The aimed one is going to have lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, 20 shots hitting on 5s, 611. Pretty good. And then the point blank one is 12-inch range, 3d6 shots of Torrent at 611. So
that's good, actually.
Really good. Yeah. Super flamer. It has a dual Big Shoota. That Overwatch is also, it is Titanic, unfortunately. So no Overwatch. Its dual Big Shoota is just going to be 6 shots with rapid fire, 4 lethal hits against non-monster vehicles, hitting on 5s, 501. And then Rocket Launcher, it has the same Rocket Launcher profile, and it has the same Scorcha profile. Its melee is only 1 profile, there's no sweep, but it does have Cleave 3, Claw of Gork, 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, Strength 18, AP 3, flat 6 damage.
I think that's very similar to what he had right now.
Yep.
I don't like non-single sweep profile on these guys, to be honest with you. Cleave 3 is not the same. Yeah. It's not remotely the same in this case. This means that this unit can't just get stuck in combat. It's at 325 now. This is a pretty significant price increase. But I will say our guns are better. We have a better armor save, and we have generally a better rule. Cleave 3 will be cool once again when you do the Raider stuff. I think this is actually a bit interesting. 325 might end up being the wrong number, but these are difficult to evaluate models. Does he shoot on 4s or 5s?
He shoots on 5 space.
Okay, got it. So he's going to need some support in order to shoot a little bit better, but that's a Super Flamer is what you really care about here.
Yep.
It's cool.
Notably, can't get hit with the mech, though. His rule excludes tower or Titanic models.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they took that away.
So man, so you can't plus 1 to hit these guys.
Yeah, so the Big Mech, which is the one that does it. Yeah, Orc's vehicle excluding aircraft and Titanic models.
Whoa. Okay, so that's like kind of a big difference. They're Titanic, not towering.
They are Titanic and towering.
Okay, got it. They're both.
Towering is actually kind of neat for plunging fire.
That is true for plunging fire. That is helpful for them. Difficult to evaluate.
Yeah.
Once again, we'll look at detachments.
Here we go. In the shooting version, the Morkanaut moves 9, toughness 12, same defensive profile as the Gorkanaut. It has a super heavy walker as well. It has Gut Hatch. In your movement phase, when this unit ends a normal move, units embarked can make an assault disembark move. So same
Land Raider
already. Yep, Land Raider. And then in your shooting phase, you reroll hit rolls of 1. So instead of the melee phase, like the Gorkanaut, you're a Gorkanaut, so you're rerolling hit rolls of 1. Once again, no war gear options on this guy. Can transport 12 models. It has 2 dual Big Shootas, 1 Claw of Mork, 1 custom Mega Blasta, 1 custom Mega Zappa, and 2 rocket launches. So dual Big Shoota is the same as the Gorkanaut. The rocket launch is the same as the Gorkanaut, and the custom Mega Blast is the same as everything else. The custom Mega Zappa is the big one. It is 36-inch range, 3 shots, hitting on 4s, blast 1, strength 12, AP 2, damage 4. That is really sad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This guy is really underwhelming.
Yeah.
The shot count modification and the random damage modification actually doesn't do us any favors here. This is 345.
Oh, I'm not paying.
Yeah, I think the Gorkanaut is a lot more interesting than the Morkanaut is.
His melee weapon is the exact same as the Claw Gork.
It's one less attack.
It's 1 less cleave.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry, it's 1 less attack and 1 less cleave.
Oh, that's a lot less
That's
attacks,
really
actually.
rough. Yeah.
So thumbs down on the Morka. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Gorkas are quite a bit better.
Gorka's definitely better. You can take a Morka after you've taken 3 Gorkas. All right, and then the biggest of them all, the Stompa. He is going to move 10 inches at toughness 14. Whoa. 2-ups. Is he already toughness 14?
He might be. He might be 13 or 14. He's tough right now.
2-up save, 5-up invuln. That notably is better than the 6-up on the Mork and Gorkanaut. 30 wounds, leadership 6, OC 12, super heavy walker as well. Idol of Belligerence. In your movement phase, when a unit embarked within this unit is selected to make a disembark move, that unit is riled up until the start of your next turn.
It's a really good ability.
And then Wa Effigy. This unit is riled up. He's just always riled up.
Which is funny. I think they gave him an invuln because he's always riled up.
Oh, that's
He
interesting.
always
He
is a 5-up invuln.
Transport 22 models, can transport Gaz at the cost of 4, and Mega Armour and Jump Backs at the cost of 2. It does not have war gear options. It is 5 big shooters, 1 def cannon, and super rockets. That's like 1 profile now. 1 mega chopper, 1 scorcher, 1 super gatla. So big shooter, same as they all have been, but he gets 5 of them instead of 2. The def cannon and super rockets is his kind of new combined profile. This is really good. So it's blast 2, 72-inch range, 12 attacks, hitting on 5s, strength 14, AP 3, D6 plus 2 damage. 12
How many shots?
12 shots.
Oh my God.
14, 3, D6 plus 2.
That is a lot, actually.
Hits on 5s, but he does have towering. So
Okay,
do
so we can
get the
yeah.
4s. It scorches the same, and then its Super Gatla is another really good profile. So at aimed, it's lethal hits against non-monster vehicles and sustained hits all the time. 24-inch range, 30 shots, hitting on 5s at 722. Or if you're point blank, which for him is 12 range, you become Torrent and you're 3d6 plus 3 shots at 722.
Super flamer.
Then your melee is 6 attack space with cleave 4, weapon skill 3, strength 24, AP 4, damage 10. Just kill him whenever he touches a melee.
So 700 points now. They did raise him from 600. I do want to highlight one thing about these walkers is because the change to the Waz relevant here is they have advanced shoot and charge in the wall, right? So this Stompa can advance shoot and charge every single turn. The Morkanaut and the Gorkanaut can advance shoot and charge whenever it is in the wall, right?
Yeah.
Or war bosses can also just point at them and put it in the wall for or keyword, right?
Yep.
It's an important evaluation point. The Stompa at 7, I don't know. The Stompa, you never know the Stompa's good until you put it on the table and then it like destroys your opponent and it's like, oh, it's good now. Yeah. So
Also very detachment.
I'm going to say I've read all these things. They sound really good. Does that mean it will be good? We will wait and find out.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
All right. Big Ed Boss Bunka is not a real data sheet.
It's not a real data sheet.
Although the kind of funny slight one thing about it is while it's within range of your home objective, you add the OC of models embarked within this model to this model's OC. It's
Only when you're on
zero
home
base.
objective?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a terrible. I thought it was, I first started reading that and thought it was OC and you could add its OC to your home objective and maybe it was super cheap and you put it there and it was hard to kill, but no, he's just terrible.
It's 135.
Holy, there's no way. They just don't want people playing Trent. Like, what?
I don't know.
All right, whatever. Get that guy out of here. All righty.
And I think we're on the last out sheets.
We are. We're the four planes.
4 planes.
Yep. So all of these have no movement because that's how flyers work.
That's how flyers work.
Right. None of them, I don't believe. Just quick. None of them have hover. So there's nothing.
No
like
weird.
that.
No weird stuff.
No weird stuff. So the Blitza-Bommer is going to be toughness 9, 3-up save, 6-up invuln, 12 wounds, leadership 7. It has a boom bomb, which is at the end of your opponent's fight phase, like one visible enemy unit, excluding lone operative units within 24 inches of this unit, and roll 1d6 for that unit. On a 1 through 3, they suffer d3 mortal wounds. On a 4 through 5, they suffer 3 mortal wounds. On a 6, they suffer d3 plus 3 mortal wounds. That's not good. You have to live to the end of your opponent's fight phase to maybe do 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, this is kind of janky.
Pretty terrible. It does get armored impacts, which I guess for some reason you're able to charge stuff. A big shooter and a dual super shooter. The dual super shooter is the only gun that it is unique to it. It's lethal hits against non-monster vehicle, rapid fire 4, 36-inch range, 8 attacks, hitting on 5s at 611. This guy is terrible.
Yeah, that's not good. What's the name of this idiot again?
Blitza-Bommer.
Okay, so the Blitza-Bommer Let's find the Blitza-Bommer. Blitza-Bommer, 115.
You will continue to pay for the sins of Orc Flyers for 4 more editions. So moving on from him, we've got the Dakkajet. Same defensive profile as the Blitza-Bommer. In fact, all of them are the same defensive profile. His data sheet ability is in your shooting phase. This unit's ranged attacks that target a unit excluding fly units at +1 to hit. It's actually quite nice for a Orc Flyer.
Yeah.
It has 1 armored impact and two dual super shooters, which is the same thing the Blitza-Bommer has, except for he has 2 of them. This is terrible too. You get 24 shots of 611.
Hitting on 5s?
Hitting on, I guess, 4s if they're not in cover because they're +1 to hit and not fly. Man, you just really are never allowed to have good flyers ever again, huh?
125.
Oh, all right. Burna-Bommer, maybe he'll be all right because he has Torrent. Burna-Bomb, at the end of your opponent's fight phase, again, select 1 visible enemy unit, excluding lone operative units, and monster vehicle units within 36 inches of this unit. So you can't pick monster vehicles, but you're 12-inch longer range, and roll 1d6 for your unit. On a 2-up, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. That enemy unit cannot be hidden until the end of your next turn. I was like, okay, and ranged attacks that target that enemy unit having Norse cover. Okay, but all right.
That's kind of a good rule.
Now, admittedly, you have to live to the end of your opponent's fight phase, setting up to hit something that is visible to you that isn't a monster vehicle.
Yeah, that timing is tough.
If it showed up in the movement phase and did this,
really good.
could be interesting.
Would be nuts, actually.
But unfortunately, maybe you could rapid it, and I don't know. Yeah. It's not great. So it has a dual big shooter and a dual super shooter, and then you just get a missile rack. It's not on the base composition, but it doesn't replace anything. So the dual big shooter we've seen, the dual super shooter we've seen. The Scorcher missile rack is Blast 2, ignores cover base, 6 shots, hitting on 5s, 501. I was getting a lot more excited for that than I thought I was. I was like expecting some sort of flamer or something.
I do like the ability quite a bit, but the timing is bad.
Yeah, the ability, the mortals, the not being able to be hidden, and so the one notably difficult part about this is you do have to select a visible enemy unit, which means if they already are hidden, you have to be within 15 inches or 12 inches as they have gone.
Oh, and they have to walk into your range because it's...
And it's into the fight phase. It's just like,
God. This is 125.
This is,
keep going.
Yep. And then finally, the Wazbom Blastajet. Yeah. Same as all the others defensively. It has Go for the Weak Spot as its data sheet ability. Okay. In your shooting phase, this unit's range attacks that target a monster vehicle unit +1 to wound. Not bad. Okay. And then Blastajet Force Field. Models in this unit have a 5-up invuln and do not have smokes. I guess you can, I don't know. We'll see that warrior option in a second. So base, they have a Smash-A-Gun and a dual Wazbom Mega Cannon. You can replace the dual Wazbom Mega Cannon with 1 dual Teleport Mega Blasta. You get a Blastajet Force Field and you get a dual Super Shooter. So you just get the Blastajet Force Field. It doesn't have to replace anything. Yeah. So the dual Super Shooter we've seen, the dual Teleport Mega Blasta. Blast 1, ignores cover, rapid fire 6, 24-inch range, 6 shots, hitting on 4s, 9, 2, 3. That's actually not that bad.
That's a good gun.
Rapid fire 6, if you're able to drop within 12 shots of that is...
That's a good gun.
That's a
good gun.
So you get the dual teleport. What does that one replace? That one replaces the Wazbom Mega Cannon, which the Wazbom Mega Cannon, real quick, is hazardous, ignores cover, 4 shots, hitting on 4, strength 12, AP 2, damage 4. No rapid fire. You're probably taking the Mega Blast.
You're taking the other one, yeah.
And then you also get a Smash-A-Gun, which is 48-inch range, ignores cover, 4 shots, hitting on 4s at 6.33. So this guy notably hits on 4s with all of his ranged weapons and ignores cover, whereas all the other ones hit on 5s and don't ignore cover.
And does he have special ability? I don't remember.
He has +1 to wound against monsters' vehicles. That's actually pretty good.
175.
Okay, he pays for it. He has a 5-up invuln all the time and doesn't have smoke. Oh, I guess like that's why you don't take it as baby can pop smoke instead. I don't know. That seems terrible. This is probably the one that is closest to being considerable.
Yeah, 175 is a pretty high price point. We're gonna need. We do know there's a Flyboys detachment, so we just need to look at what it is. But that was the only playable plane.
Yep. And speaking of detachments, we are all done with data sheets. We made it. We've done
it. We've gone through it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the detachments now. Now that we know all the data sheets, we've gone through 5 billion of them. We know the army rule. Last but not least, we just got some detachments. So just 15 in this book.
Just 15. Just 15. Easy.
So let's start with the one singular 3 detachment point in the book.
One.
Just the only one. So that's going to be Warhorde. Get stuck in.
Get stuck in.
Friendly orc units melee attacks have sustained hits 1.
That's currently Warhorde stuff.
That's currently what Warhorde does, right? Enhancement Head Wop is Kill Choppa, Orcs model only. If this unit made a charge move this turn, this model attacks have +1 AP. So slightly different than what Head Wop is Kill Choppa does now.
Yeah.
He gives dev wounds. +1 AP is a good rule though.
I like that more than dev wounds because it's going to affect all of your attacks, right? Not just 6.
Yeah, this is good on a Warboss. Making a Warboss like AP3 is like...
That's a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal. The boss is watching. Orcs model only, once per battle per army. In your movement phase, you can use this ability. If you do, this unit is riled up until the start of your next turn. This is actually a good enhancement. Yeah, because what's nice is this is Orcs model only.
Yep.
Right? So you don't have to have a Warboss to rile something up, which means you can give this to a mech.
Or like a
something
Deffkilla Wartrike.
Or like a Wartrike or something.
It does it for
Oh, no, the Wartrike can rile himself up.
Well, yeah, but like he can point at something and then rile himself up as well.
That is true, actually. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so this is actually just like a useful ability. Kind of a brutal. Orcs model only. When this unit is selected to make a fallback move, that fallback move does not prevent this unit from being able to shoot or charge.
That's fallback shoot charge.
Yeah. Follow me, lads. Orcs model only. This unit has +2 move.
+2 move. Plus 2 move. What it does right now, right?
The same thing. Yeah. Same thing. So this is actually just good across the board.
Only things new is to interact with new army rule.
That's actually a bunch of really good enhancements.
Yeah.
I like it quite a bit. Next up, we have 1 CP Breaking Heads. When any phase, when a friendly attached Orcs infantry unit becomes battle shocked, target that Orcs infantry unit. You can target this unit even though they're battle shocked, which is cool. So we already got rid of the restriction. Roll a D3. You take that many mortal wounds, and you're unbattle shocked.
The Commissary Orcs.
Commissary Orcs. 1 CP, just unbattle shock yourself. That's just good. I have no problems with this at all.
Yep.
Also, notably attached unit. It doesn't just say like Warboss or anything like that. This used to be a Warboss restricted thing. Yeah. So like now you can just like on a mech unit and stuff like that too. Mech's getting generic love in this is actually like just good.
Thank goodness.
1 CP, hit him harder. Fight phase, just give your unit lethal hits.
That's just good.
No targeting restriction.
It's weird because like boys already have it. So there's like not a ton of terrible things for this, but I feel like a lot of the stuff in Orcs either has like good strength and stuff like that or is already boys.
I'm looking at this on knobs.
That's fair. Yeah. Because they're
on knobs. Orcs is never beaten, 1 CP. This is going to be fight on death on a 4-up, but on a 3-up if you're riled up.
It's pretty consistent.
That is a very good fight on 1 CP, 3-up fight on death because you're going to use this when you're riled up.
Is it any infantry?
Any Orcs unit, excluding Titanic.
So Gaz is fighting on death. Wow. Nazdreg's fighting on death.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really good.
That's actually a good strap. Yeah. There's a lot of really good rules.
Yeah.
1 CP, mow him down. Fight phase when a friendly Orcs vehicle unit, excluding Walker units, has made a charge move this turn and is selected to fight. That Orcs vehicle unit gains cleave 1, and if it already has cleave, add another cleave to it. This one's a little awkward because it's Orcs vehicle unit. There's not like a lot of things that can use this very well.
I mean, like, oh, wait a minute. Vehicle unit? Does he give the vehicle unit? Is the Wartrike a vehicle or is he mounted?
Let's check really quick.
Because if he's a vehicle and you could give that to the war bikes.
That would be cool. He is mounted.
Boom. All right. You can't lead anyone with a vehicle.
You were close,
though. That's cool stuff.
Next up, 1 CP fungus fuel injection.
Fungus fuel.
Your movement phase, when a friendly Orcs mounted / vehicle unit is selected to move, give it +2 move.
That's just a good rule.
That's a good rule. I think kind of weak for 1 CP in my opinion. I think just 1 CP +2 move anything would have been fine.
Yeah, the restricting it's a little strange.
But it is good for mounted / vehicle. But so 1 CP close range Dakka, your shooting phase when a friendly Orcs unit is selected to shoot, that Orcs unit gains rapid fire 1. If it already has rapid fire, make it rapid fire 2. This is like a fine selection of rules.
Yes.
Right. For a 3DP, I don't hate what's happening here. The enhancements, I think, are really good.
Enhancements are very good.
I think the strats are not giving us a unifying strategy, though.
No.
I think that's my main problem with it.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of what we're going to see in the design of this is, like, the idea of the Orcs Codex is you're going to take either Warhorde or typically you're going to take 3 1DPs.
That's the only options.
Yeah. You're creating your WA is essentially what it is. And what they've done here is they've essentially just tried to make it like, here's rules for everyone in this detachment, you know? And speaking of kind of new design things, Warhorde actually has 2 force dispositions.
As a 30.
It has, as a 30p. So it has Purge the Foe and Taken Hold. So previously we've seen if you take a 3DP, you just are locked into whatever the force disposition is.
Having choice is good.
But this is really good. I don't know if you'll end up playing Warhorde a lot because this is like, you know.
Yeah. This was tough because I was reading enhancements. I'm like, this is good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Why the first couple strats, this was good. But then I got to the last 3 strats and I didn't care anymore. Which was kind of tough. Not bad. I don't have a bad opinion. It's taken hold.
Yeah, taking hold.
It's good. I don't know. That seems fine.
Yeah.
So first up, we're gonna have Green Tide. So what's the disposition on Green Tide before we read the rules?
Green Tide is gonna be Taken Hold.
Okay, that's good.
There we go.
We like Taken Hold.
I like Taken Hold.
So friendly boys units melee attacks have sustained hits 1. And then if a friendly Orcs infantry unit made a charge move this turn, this unit's melee attacks have lethal hits non-monster vehicle. So that's good for knobs, mega knobs, even flash kits in melee, right?
It's interesting that we're buffing non-boys units in Green Tide, but
yeah, I do think that is interesting. I think that's probably going to be a thing we're going to see repeatedly is overlapping like rules.
That helps with Beast Boys because they don't get lethals. That's a boys station.
Very good on Beast Boys. Really cool. It's very good. Even though it is not a monster vehicle, but it's still good on Beast Boys. Yeah. So 2 enhancements. Orcs infantry model only. This model's melee attacks have +1 attack, or for this unit has plus 11 plus models +2 attacks. That's kind of whatever.
This is the show off.
For a show off, yeah.
It's only 15 points. Not terrible.
Yeah. Boyz is an upgrade. Boys unit only. This unit has 4+ save. Don't care.
Yeah, I don't think that's 25 points too.
5 of them. That's 25 points.
25 points for that. That's a little rough.
If it's at 3 up, I'd maybe
at a 3 up you take,
but not a 4 up.
Yeah, like what? Are you gonna get shots by a bunch of AP0?
Yeah,
probably not.
All right, so 1 CP, Unbridled Carnage, fight phase on a friendly boys unit that made a charge move this turn is selected to fight. That means if you make her heroic, this will work.
That is big.
That boys unit gets +1 attack.
That's just good.
That is a very good strat, actually.
Very good strat.
A really good strat. Mob Mentality, 1 CP, started the battle shock step of your command phase. Target 1 friendly Orcs infantry unit of +13 models. And then select 1 visible friendly Orcs unit within 12 inches of that Orcs infantry unit. That unit's battle shock rolls are automatically passed.
That is really good. That's the best way to word that, because if you were already battle shocked from a previous turn, something else can unbattle shock you, so you can target it. Having a generic auto pass is just good, especially for Orcs.
I like this a lot as well, especially since those big Brits.
What's the exact wording on it again?
Select 1 visible friendly Orcs unit within 12 inches of your unit. That unit's battle shock rolls are automatically successful.
When's it end? So here's my question. If you're playing in something like Shadows or...
so it's the start of the battle shock step of your command phase.
Oh, so that's probably...
I'm going to guess that...
Is there no end on it? You just pass battle shocks for the rest of the game?
It doesn't have an end. I'm going to guess that this ends at the battle shock step.
Okay, all right,
or the end of the command phase or something.
Alrighty.
We'll get there. That's going to get FAQ'd.
Yeah, probably.
And then this strat is great. 1 CP, here we go. Your movement phase, when a friendly Beastnagga boys unit or boys unit is selected to move, that unit gets +2 to advance rolls.
That is very good.
And you inherently reroll advances.
You reroll advances and you reroll advance and charge.
This is good.
This is just good.
That is a really good strat. This is different than the old Here We Go, which happened at the start of your movement phase, which is like a common little trip that people wouldn't realize is that you couldn't use it if you were like in a truck. But now your unit gets out. And then you use it.
They use it.
And you're good.
Wow, that is really good.
Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this. That's just like a good detachment.
Yeah. If you like boys, if you like hordes of boys,
there's like not a bad roll. The enhancements are pretty enhancements. But the 3 strats are all good and the detachment roll is good.
Yeah, for us to show off also in like a 20-man unit of boys on the Warboss and that. I mean, he gets to 11 attacks at that point.
Something
when he does
that.
That could be interesting, but that's it.
Next up, we have Bully Boys. Detachment rule, displays of savagery. Friendly Mega Knobs/Knobs units melee attacks have sustained hits 1.
Yep, that's going to be Purge the Foe.
We don't like melee Purge the Foe.
But it's okay, you got 2 more detachments.
We don't like that.
You're going to get 2 more detachments, you can get some other DPs.
2 enhancements, Wimp Kickas, upgrade.
I love that.
Knobs unit only. When an enemy unit engages this unit, select to make a fallback move. That enemy unit must take a Desperate Escape test. And then if this unit is riled up, that enemy unit has -1 to the hazard rolls for that as Desperate Escape test.
That's not that bad. That's like a go tag something after you've fought something else, and now it's annoying to fall back.
Really good into 1-wound models.
Yes, into 1-wound, like horde infantry.
Really good into 1-wound models. Then we have Teleporter Boss, Mega Armour model only. This unit, excluding vehicle units, has Deep Strike. That's because the big mech and Mega Armour can attach to Mek Gunz.
And they didn't want to just deep strike. Let me deep strike Mek Gunz.
You can't deep strike the Mek Gunz.
This is ridiculous.
They saw the future on that one.
They hate freedom.
They hate freedom. That's fine. That's good. I mean, that's what we have right now. So, and then 1 CP, too arrogant to die. Fight phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Mega Knob/Knobs unit. This is once again be a 4-up fight on death +1 if you're riled up.
It's 2 CP though.
1 CP.
Oh, 1 CP. Okay.
1 CP. It's a 1 CP.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good strat. Then we have 1 CP armed to the teeth. Your shooting phase or the fight phase when a friendly Mega Knob/Knobs unit is selected to attack. Your unit's attacks can reroll hit rolls of 1, or if you're riled up, reroll hit rolls.
That you're just going to be riled up anyway, so 4 rolls dead.
And shooting or fight phase.
And is any knob unit?
Knobs or Mega Knobs.
Neither of those have super raid guns, do they?
Yeah, so it's just like the random combi profiles. I'm looking at as Nazdreg's unit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nazdreg's unit with ignore cover,
yeah.
and then you give them the custom stuff with the kill shots, and you have like a bunch of random 3 damage shots that can like actually do some damage and stuff. Now I'm probably going to use it in melee, but
exactly.
But you have the option in case you need to.
Admittedly, you are going to be kind of flush with command points. That army rule of always get a command point as long as a war boss is just so good, right?
Super good.
Because like, especially if you're running the 3 1DPs, which is probably what most people are going to end up doing, you're going to have 9 stratagems that you can use.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've really had a stinker so far. I think it's been pretty
good so far.
Pretty impressive. So
1 CP hulking brutes. So this is going to be interesting. This is a new thing we're going to see. Okay. It's going to be very much like the heroic intervention. All right. Okay. So we have a 1 CP version and a 2 CP version. So the 1 CP version is your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Meganob/Nobs unit. Target that Meganob/Nobs unit. Range attacks that target your unit with a strength greater than your unit's toughness have -1 to wound rolls.
Okay.
The 2 CP version is flat -1 to wound.
That is really good.
That's a really good strat. Notably, just Meganobs or Nobs.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to use this on Nobs.
Probably not.
You are definitely going to use this on Meganobs.
Yeah.
Very good on Meganobs.
Although interestingly enough on Nobs, if you're like fighting against something and your opponent puts like just enough damage at them, you kind of can force them to be like, hey, you have to commit more than you want to.
That is true, you can hold the threat of the strat.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So
I like this detachment for Meganobs and Nobs. Interesting that we have multiple ways to get sustained hits just kind of in melee everywhere.
Yep.
So yeah, that's neat. Next up we have Runt Swarm, which I think is priority assets.
Runt Swarm is priority assets.
Friendly Gretchen units have battle line.
Yeah.
And then Gretchen are allowed to advance or fall back and still action.
Oh God, this is such a good 1DP. Like just being able to throw this into an orc army.
And we have 2 enhancements that are actually also pretty good. Extra sneaky, Gretchen unit only. This unit has -3 detection range.
That's really good.
Then Minefield Detail, Gretchen unit only. While this unit is not embarked, this unit has Scout 6.
That is also really good. This is just a lot of really good rules for Gretchen.
Yeah, a lot of really good rules for Gretchen here. And then we have 3 strats. So Infested Warzone, 2 CP. This is just res a Gretchen unit when it dies.
Yes.
So obviously you don't get characters back or whatever, but you can get 20 Gretchen back. It's cool.
Yeah, or 10 just to go score some wards at the end of the game.
Even though there's no actual restriction that it says about the character units, but I'm just going to imagine it doesn't work that way.
Zodgrod is still terrible, even if it does work. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to work the way we want it to. Okay. 1 CP Scarper.
Scarper?
It doesn't say Scrapper. It's Scarper.
Skarper.
Yeah.
Scarper. All right.
Scarper. When your opponent's movement phase, when a friendly... Oh, this is a reaction move for Gretchen. Okay, so basically just end within 8 of a Gretchen unit, react move of D6, unless they're riled up, then it's... Also, no, not if they're riled up. If they're an attached unit, it's flat 6.
So if you have a Runtard.
A Runtard or Zodgrod.
Or is that? Come on. Can we just be real for a second?
Now let's get to the real meat of this detachment.
Oh, here we go.
Grot Shields.
Yeah.
1 CP. So when your opponent's shooting phase, when an enemy unit targets a friendly Orcs infantry unit, excluding Gretchen units. Target 1 friendly Gretchen unit within 3 inches of that Orcs infantry unit. Effect. When a hit roll for that enemy unit's range attacks that targets that Orcs unit results in a hit, if a model in your Gretchen unit is on the battlefield, end the attack sequence. And just end it for that attack, and your Gretchen unit suffers a mortal wound, which means a Melt-A-Gun turns into 1 dead Gretchen with Grot Shields.
Yeah, because you don't put the damage to 0. You are ending the attack sequence. So no Melta, no plus damage is getting through this. This is just Gaz got hit with 10 las cannons. No, he didn't.
I was about to ask you, Tucker, can you think of any notable infantry units in this book that would really like this stratagem?
Yes.
Ghazghkull Thraka, baby. This is really good because the sequence that your opponent has to take is they have to point a real gun at Gaz to make you use the strat.
Yep.
And then they have to shoot Gaz with stupid bolters to kill the Gretchen unit.
Yep.
And then they have to shoot Gaz again with a real gun unit again.
Yes.
In order to make this work.
That doesn't happen.
They don't
set up. Happen. There's no first good gun, then bad guns, then good guns. Yeah. It just doesn't work like
Grot Shields is really, imagine a 20-man behind Gaz.
That
gives him loan up.
It's more than giving Gaz 20 wounds, because that's just giving Gaz,
It gives him 20 Blanka saves? Yeah. It's not quite Blanka saves.
It's not quite hits, but it's
it's weird math.
If you do it at the right time, Gaz is essentially just
he can't die and shit.
Doesn't die.
Yeah. So super cool strat.
Yeah.
Super cool strat. And then, think about combining those with Bully Boys. You have the -1 to wound strat in shooting phase. You have Grot Shields in the shooting phase.
Oh, because you're targeting the Gretchen unit. Or are you targeting the Gretchen unit?
You target One friendly Gretchen unit. Yeah,
So you could do that, and then you could also -1 to wound, like...
Oh, you could. That's actually right. Yeah, because it
units.
targets 2 different units. Oh, that's super weird.
6 Mega Knobs with AOC, -1 to wound, blanking 20 hits.
Lol.
And you just wait until they shoot their good guns. You're just like, all right, cool. No, you're shooting bolters at me. Don't care. Roll my saves. And then they're like, all right, cool. I'm shooting my, retributors at you. Rest in peace, 8 Gretchen. That's it. That's really good.
That is good.
That's very good.
Shoota Boyz, detachment rule. Dakka, Dakka, Dakka.
Yeah.
Friendly orcs, infantry units, range attacks have assault. Then, while this unit is riled up, plus 3 inches of range.
Okay. All right. We didn't do the thing. We didn't do it again.
We avoided it.
I heard Dakka, Dakka, Dakka. I got a little scared.
It's good to have assault all the time. You're not dependent on being riled up.
Yeah.
And then having a bonus while you're in the wall is good.
Yeah.
For plus 3 inches of range. That means like your tank busters are going to shoot 27 inches. Flash guts will shoot various amounts of inches.
Very helpful for flash
Their Melta
guts.
will go 15.
Yeah. Their Melta goes 15.
I like that
which is
quite a
really
bit.
nice. And Melta, what, 7.5? How does that work?
I think it literally just becomes 7.5. You have to actually measure
Thank
that.
God. I cannot wait till I play against all the players. I start measuring 7.5 inches.
So that's good. Enhancements, Super Glowy Fing. Orcs infantry model only, excluding Weirdboys. This model's range attacks have anti-infantry 4 up, devastating wounds, super hazardous.
What is super hazardous?
Super hazardous, you see, is each time a unit is selected to shoot, after that unit has resolved all its attack, make 2 hazard rolls for that unit for each super hazardous weapon you select in the select weapon step. I believe this is the only super hazardous thing.
That's it. That's the only super hazardous.
I think that is the only one.
Dude.
But they set it up for the future detachment.
They did for whenever there's more super hazardous is running around.
This is not bad. I mean, anti-infantry 4 up dev wounds is like a thing.
It's for the model only?
It's for the model only.
So I mean like a big Mek Dakkarig?
Orcs infantry. Yeah.
We were close.
We were close.
So just one of the Shokk Attack Brigade.
Yeah, probably like a Shokk Attack Gun.
Yeah.
Then we got targeting squigs.
Okay.
Big Mek / Big Boss / Warboss model only. This unit's range attacks, excluding torrent attacks, have plus 3 inches of range, which then will stack with your Dakka, 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 which means that you can have plus 6 inches of range, which means you can have a tank bust unit, choose the 30 inches.
Oh, this is the whole, every model in the unit, not just the...
This unit's range attacks.
unit.
Yeah.
That's probably a flash kids upgrade. That's probably going on.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
There's an upgrade. There's an upgrade for flash goods. There's an upgrade for flash goods. They're gonna want that.
That's okay.
You're gonna like this on tank busters though.
All right,
This is
fair
good for tank busters. 3 strats, 1 CP custom Dakka. Your shooting phase, when a friendly orcs infantry unit is selected to shoot, target that orcs infantry unit.
Okay.
Your unit's range attacks have +1 to wound, excluding monstrous vehicles.
That's just good.
That's just good. I really wanted Meltas +1 to wound against monster vehicles.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of sick on some flash goods. But this is just good generically. This is very good on tank bustas.
Yes.
Because their not monster vehicle profile isn't as good.
Yep.
Right. But being strength and +1 to wound against like T6 in particular, it's going to feel very good. Yep. Or you dodge a bunch of Terminator -1 to wound rules and all that stuff. Like this is a good rule.
Yep.
1 CP glow and Dakka. Your shooting phase, when a friendly orcs infantry unit is selected to shoot, target that orcs infantry unit. Your unit's range attacks that target unit within 9 inches have +1 AP.
That is really good.
+2 AP flash goods.
AP 5 Melta guns.
Good strat. Never enough Dakka. 1 CP, your shooting phase, when a friendly orcs infantry unit is selected to shoot, target that orcs infantry unit. Your unit's range attacks have sustained hits 1.
All right.
This one's a little weird because the Big Mechs already give sustained hits when you're riled up.
Yeah.
So you can like kind of get this on demand, I guess, or you're not required to have a Big Mech to get it. So this one may not get a lot of play. Important to try it out here that we didn't talk about this in the datasheet part. Pour one out for the Burna-Boys and Ludas of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Not in the book. They're gone. Ludas, they would have loved all these rules.
They loved, man.
We salute you, Ludas. Goodbye, Ludas.
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night, sweet prince Ludas. Next up, actually first let's review that detachment really quick. Good detachment.
Good detachment. It's Purge the Foe.
Good.
And it's Super Glowy thing is 25 points and Targeting Squids is 20 points. So fairly reasonable.
That's good.
Purge the Foe kind of stinks.
Purge the Foe guns is fine.
It's okay.
Purge the Foe guns is fine. We can work with Purge the Go funds.
Yes.
Now we have Taktikal Brigade, which is going to be
Taking hold.
Okay. Wow.
Very nice,
Okay.
yeah.
That's different. I think it's PA right now.
Yep.
So suspiciously well organized. Friendly Storm Boys units have battle line.
That's
and
good.
then when a friendly boy / commando / Storm Boys unit is selected to make a fallback move, that fallback move does not stop them from charging.
Okay, fallback and charge is pretty good.
Fallback and charge is pretty good. Especially on boys.
Yes.
They stuck that one in there.
They get snuck in.
That's good. Enhancement Kill Commander. Big Mek / Warboss infantry model only. While this model is part of an attached unit, this model has infiltrators and stealth.
And then also, this is in the MFM, but it does give them the ability, it adds commando to their leader. So
Okay, cool.
they can lead commandos.
They've given this forever, and they're like trying really hard to get us to do it. I'm still not going to do it. I want my commandos just to be 60-point idiots or 62.5 idiots now on the thing. And then Throat Slitters is an upgrade, Commando / Storm Boys. This unit's melee attacks have lethal hits, non-monster vehicle. I just probably not going to pay for this because it says non-monster vehicle on it. Yeah. And I also don't want to make my trash more expensive.
No, exactly. Like maybe if you're taking like a 10-man Storm Boys, but one day we'll get a War Boss with jump back.
Yeah.
And then we'll take 10
Bring back Zagstruck.
Oh, Zagstruck.
I missed that. That was my boy in 9th edition. That was my boy.
Gaz was the boy in 9th edition.
He also was my boy. I won my first GT with both of them, so they're both my boys.
When Gaz first came out, I had to mow 3 lawns so I could buy myself a Gaz when I was playing Orcs. That's like a 12-year-old.
That's such a wholesome story, Tucker.
So good.
That's so pure.
Good. That's what he was worth. 3 lawns.
Well, how much did he cost back then?
So he was part of the box with Ragnar Blackmane. Remember, he came out.
3 lawns got you a whole box.
No. I split it. I split it with somebody.
I was like,
but I got literally just Gaz out of that box because that's all I wanted.
Okay, well,
shout out Gaz, dude. That's the day one.
That is a day one.
It's a day one.
There you go. Did you used to play Orcs, Tucker?
I did used to play Orcs. I played a lot of Orcs back in the day, dude. I know, exactly. I still have all of them in my house.
Young little cow. We need to get some pictures of your old Orcs.
Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't.
All right. Dubious Restraint. 1 CP. Start / end of your movement phase. 1 friendly boy / commando / Storm Boys unit. Select 1 objective unit your unit is controlling. It is secured. Start or end of movement phase.
That is a big deal.
I like that.
Start of the movement phase is nice because you can move off of it, or you can walk onto it, sticky it, and be happy.
Mind mostly on the mission. 1 CP. Your movement phase, friendly, same trio. Boys, Commando, Storm Boys. Selected to advance or fall back. You can still action.
Alrighty.
Cool. 1 CP while their backs are turned into the end of your opponent's movement phase. This is reactive when fall back.
Okay.
Oh, it's back to Orc Phantasm wording. This may get FAQ'd.
Okay, probably.
So this is gonna happen. So the exact timing on this is your friendly Boys, Commando, Storm Boys unit was engaged at the start of the phase, is no longer engaged. You can make a normal move of up to 6 inches at the end of the opponent's movement phase. This was changed. This is how Taktikal Brigade launched.
Yeah.
This is going to technically go back to that wording for a moment, but we may have an FAQ quickly that says...
Wouldn't be surprised.
This was a good ability. This was a very strong ability when it happened. This is fine. It's taking hold.
Yeah.
To splash for 1 CP take and hold with some decent stuff for boys and commandos and storm boys. I mean, I can see...
Good action
You
stuff.
can stack this with Green Tide pretty reasonably.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's good. I mean, giving your Green Tide fall back and charge just like everywhere is like, that's a good rule.
That is one thing Green Tide does not have.
Yeah, that's good. Next up, we're going to have Rekkas.
Ooh, that one's priority assets.
Reckon and Luton was our attachment rule. In your shooting phase, when a friendly Breaka Boyz, Flash Gets, Tank Busters unit is selected to shoot, if any of the following apply, that unit can reroll hit rolls of 1. That unit is within range of an objective. The target of that attack is within range of an objective.
So you just have reroll ones to hit.
You're going to see a lot of things here are going to start to stack, right?
Yeah.
Like that means we're going to have a big mech with Shokk Attack Gun or a big mech with our Flash Kits or our Tank Busters that are going to give them real heroes of 1, and they're going to be riled up, and they're going to have sustained hits and ignore cover, and they're going to hit on 4's baseline now.
All right, it's starting to look a little scary. I'm starting to get some. I'm starting to, you know.
Notably, these 3 units, one of these is not like the other.
What?
The Breaka Boy. This says only in the shooting phase.
That's not ideal. It's not for Breaka Boy. They have a rocket pistol.
They have a rocket pistol. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Enhancement, Captain's Hat, Big Mech / Warboss infantry model only. When both players have deployed their armies, you can redeploy up to 3 Orcs infantry units. When doing so, you can set them up in reserves, regardless of how many units are already in strategic reserves.
That's just a good rule. Redeploys is really good, especially with commandos.
And then does it have does it let you lead Flash Kits?
It does let you lead Flash Kits.
Adorable. Unfortunately, Warboss infantry does not give Flash Kits ignore cover.
No.
And Big Mechs can already lead Flash Kits. I think this is interesting. I just can't think of a reason why I want a Warboss to lead Flash Kits.
Yeah, you probably take this for the redeploy over anything.
Yeah. Right. Snoop Super Snaz Dakka. That's that upgrade I was telling you about. Flash Kits unit only. This unit's Snaz gun weapons have rapid fire 1.
Oh no! What are we doing?
1 Melta shot.
Meltas is still rapid
Melta
fire
shot.
1.
7.5 inches for 2 Melta shots.
No.
And Melta range. and hitting on 4s, and rolling hit rolls 1, and sustain.
One day we'll learn.
Looking pretty good.
One day
looking
we'll
pretty
learn.
good. I like flash gets. 3 strats. Drive by bustin'.
Oh, I love that. That's an amazing. That's my favorite stratagem already.
When your shooting phase, when a friendly Orc's transport unit is selected to shoot, target that Orc's transport unit. Your unit's range attacks with weapons selected for this firing deck ability have +1 hit rolls. This strat feels very out of place here. I don't know. I get what it's doing.
What's it doing drive-bys?
What's it doing here?
The orcs are going on a drill, man. That's what's happening.
I guess so. But my detachment rule only works if I'm on the table.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, you get in the truck. Look, man.
That's all right.
It's okay. Sometimes you need a good drive-by.
Grab it. Oh, 1 CP.
It's another good.
Your shooting phase, when a friendly unengaged Breaka Boyz Flash Gets Tank Bust unit has shot. Once again, one of these is not like the other.
Yep.
That Breaka Boyz Flash Gets Tank Bust's unit can make a normal move of up to 6 inches and must end that move within range of an objective.
What are we doing? Why are we giving orcs fire?
But you can't charge.
Okay, and so what? You pop out your flash gets and you fire and fade.
Well, it's not like real fire and fade.
Why?
Because like you have to end on the objective.
You just get on one side of the wall, shoot to get on the other side.
I guess.
They all have a lip,
Like,
Michael. You could shoot from wall to wall. I guess this is a fire and fade.
I do think it's good.
Oh my
I don't think it's not real fire and fade. It's not real fire and
drive by bust.
And I don't get hidden after I shot.
Hey, so what? You're so behind the wall. Let's get out of here. Okay, I won't hear any more of this.
Flash gets
Sure, whatever. I don't care. I won't hear. I won't let this propaganda.
I do think this is a good ability though.
All right.
This is a good strat.
All right.
This is a good strat. This isn't going to be like some LR shenanigans. We're hopping in and out of transports and stuff like that, right? Because I'm reading this again.
Yeah, you're reading that.
Oh wait, no, you have to end within range of an objective.
Yeah, you have to end to move on an objective.
But then you can get in the transport.
But then at the end, I believe how.
Question mark.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Question mark. You can maybe get that into a transport.
Yeah, because I think technically an embark says after you've ended a move within 3 inches of the transport. So you're ending the move on the objective.
Yeah, I just don't know if you have to stay on the objective. This is going to get FAQ. This will
get FAQ to say you can't get into a transport for sure.
Yeah.
But there is theoretically a world where, as it's currently written, you can get into a transport off of it.
Yeah, question mark.
Which shouldn't be that
pending FAQ how this will work exactly.
Still good. I won't hear Michael talking about how.
I don't think it's bad, but I just think it's broken.
Bad because my flash gets are fat.
Gun crazy show-offs. 1 CP, your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit has shot. 1 friendly flash gets tank bust his unit hit by those attacks. Your unit shoots using normal shooting, but can only target that enemy unit.
All right.
This is good.
This is good.
The only problem that this is going to encounter is that usually when an orc gets shots, they just die. However, the fact that this doesn't say snap shooting is really good.
Also, maybe you just put 20 Gretchen behind those flash kits and they got grot shielded, and then now you're shooting that unit. Because you target the grots for grot shield.
Right.
It's a different stratagem on a different unit. And you're just shooting back after you grot shield
that's
something.
good.
So now, when they come try and play in your face and be like, well, I'm going to shoot you with my bolters first to try and get out of the way, you just shoot him in the head.
That's a clever trick.
Bam. Yeah,
clever
exactly.
Trick. So I think Rekka's plus Shoota Boyz is a very obvious combo.
Yes.
Super obvious combo.
Rekka, Shoota Boyz, and then Gretchen.
Why Breaka Boyz are included here, I do not know.
Just give it a melee. Come on.
Let
the Breaka Boyz be happy.
Just give it a melee. Literally it'd be fine. So Breaka Boyz are sad, but continuing. Next up, we have the Big Hunt.
Ooh.
So the detachment rule, the hunt is on. What's the dispo?
The Big Hunt is going to be Purge the Foe.
No, brutal. Friendly Beast Tiger units attacks that target a monster vehicle unit have +1 AP.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Beastnagga Boyz with their hunter profile, AP3.
AP3.
Mozrog, Beastboss, and Squigosaur with their hunter profile, AP3. Kill rigs are AP2. AP3 on the kill saw, or not the kill saw, the whatever they're called. The buzzsaw. Whatever. Hogs go to AP2, but I don't care. This is a good rule.
It's a good rule.
Enhancement, Glory Hog, Beastnagga model only. When this unit is selected to make a fallback move, that fallback move does not stop them from being able to charge.
That's not bad at all.
I like it's on 20 Beastnagga Boyz.
Yep.
And a Beastboss. I like that quite a bit there. It came from the drops. I'm going to read the lore on this one.
I like that. I like
the monstrous resilience and odor of this Beastboss's hulking mount has inspired many lurid tales of its origins.
Sorry, one more time?
I'll read it. The monstrous resilience and odor of this Beastboss's hulking mount has inspired many lurid tales of its origin.
Why are we talking about bad smells and drops? I feel like Are we talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what this
That's
means.
the lore.
I don't like. I'm not sure I
you're
feel
curious
like
on the
came
lurid
from the
tales.
drops.
It gives them +1 toughness. So this means Squigosaur goes up T10.
What does it came from the drops mean?
That's why they wrote it this way, Tucker, so you can ask all these questions.
This is ridiculous. This means nothing.
1 CP, where do you think you're going?
Oh, this is like,
Dude, that's like, dude, if you read this like a Discord mod, it's like, where do you think you're going? When your opponent's movement phase, when an enemy unit is selected to make a fallback move, if that enemy unit is engaged with a friendly beast snagging unit, target that beast snagging unit. When an enemy unit engaged with your unit is selected to make a fallback move, that enemy unit must use a desperate escape mode. If that enemy unit is a monster vehicle unit, that enemy makes 3 additional hazard rolls for every beast snagger unit it is engaged with -1 from those hazard rolls if that enemy unit is battle shocked.
that's not too bad.
So if you're engaged with this, that means like you have like 2 beast snagger units in one night or whatever. It rolls 7 dice because 1 for desperate escape, 3 additional for 1 unit, and they have another unit, so 3 more additional. So it's 7 total dice.
And they had to take 2 battle shocks in the fight phase at -2 because you're a beast snagger boy and they're a vehicle.
Yep.
So at that point, they're what? Failing on 1s and 2s? 1s, 2, 3s.
1, 2, 3s. And
is
3 more,
hazardous.
as 3 more just flat.
Oh my
every
God.
time.
Some poor knights that like randomly just survived.
Yeah.
Where do you,
we'll
where do
get,
you
like,
think you're going?
Where do you think
Where do
you're
you think you're going?
This is actually an interesting strat. It's going to be niche when you use this.
That's like the first time I've ever seen one of those like fallback, desperate escape abilities that I've been like, I could see myself actually popping that.
yeah. So it's going to be niche, but when you use it, it's going to be really good.
There you go.
1 CP goaded into action. I'll be honest. I think this stratagem is pretty cracked.
Okay.
Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit is shot. 1 friendly unengaged beast snagging unit that lost a wound as a result of those attacks. I want to clarify, that's a beast snagging unit, no other further restrictions. Make a surge move of D6, reroll it if you're riled up.
Wow. Mozrog.
Squighogs, Mozrog, Squigosaur, Kill Rigs, Hunta Rigs, Beastboss. They're all surging. That means this is a surge move anywhere on the table if you're playing a beast snagger themed army.
Yes.
Super, super good.
Wait, aren't Hunter rigs and kill rigs?
They're beast snags.
Beast snags.
Yeah, beast snags.
Beast
Yeah.
snags.
Yeah, so a kill rig can just straight surge in.
A kill rig pivoting after rolling like a 1 on the surge and still going like 6 inches is absurd.
Really, this is really good.
Oh my God.
Then 1 CP, Instinctive Hunters, enter your opponent's fight phase. 1 friendly unengaged beast snag unit within 6 inches of the battlefield edge. Just go back into reserve.
That's just a good ability.
It's whatever.
No.
This attachment's very good for beast snaggers.
Yes, if you're running beast snaggers, you're running this detachment.
Very good. I like this one.
Yeah, cool.
Our next attachment is going to be the Madcap Mechs. Detachment rule, Unpredictable Genius. What's the dispo?
They are disruption.
Not a good start.
Not a good start.
At least in the balance of the current game.
Yeah.
In your shooting phase, when all of a friendly Big Mech / Mek Gunz / Morkanaut / Wazbom Blastajet units range attacks target a single enemy unit, roll a d6.
Oh boy.
Unpredictable Genius has a table. On a 1.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes.
That target unit has a 4-up invulnerable save.
Oh, we're back. We're so back. Oh, we're so back. Random orc tables.
2 through 3, hop splat. Select 1 other enemy unit within 3 inches of that target. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Good stuff.
4 Seekers. Those attacks have +1 to hit.
That's pretty good.
5 Lifted. The target unit now has fly and cannot have the benefit of cover until your unit is shot. This has a sneaky interaction
With tractor.
Tractor Gun.
Yes. Oh my God. We're so back.
6 Runtified. The target unit has -1 toughness.
This is glorious. This is the best
Yeah,
thing.
all of these have until your unit is shot and then it goes over.
It's only till the unit is shot. Okay,
the
so you
unit is
can't.
shot.
I was thinking you take like 3 and idiot units and fish for 5s and then open up with 3 tractor guns and just.
only until the unit is shot. This detachment has 1 stratagem. Vindictive Artillerist. 1 CP, your shooting phase. When a friendly Mek Gunz unit is selected to shoot, target that Mek Gunz unit. Your attacks gain lethal hits or sustained, or you can get lethal and sustained, but you have to take hazardous.
That's pretty good.
You're going to take lethal and sustained and hazardous.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Not a big deal. Enhancements, Mechwa Mastermind.
That's gonna be 30 points.
Big Mech model only. This unit is riled up.
Riled up.
That's a good rule.
That's a good rule.
That's actually
Always
a really
well.
good rule. Just always was really good. Temperamental Shaka upgrade. Notably, this is going to be very unique. This is an upgrade that goes on big mechs with Shokk Attack Gun.
Okay.
So that means it's repeatable.
Oh boy.
There's very few things like this in the game.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh, you don't.
Scared.
It's okay. In your shooting phase, when this unit is just like to shoot, roll a d6.
Oh, another table, yes.
On a 1, this Shokk Attack Gun gains Torrent.
What?
And then the Shokk Attack Gun dies.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good.
Then he's gone. He's
That's
gone. He's
peak.
gone forever. On a 2 through 5, the Shokk Attack Gun just gets an extra attack.
Okay.
On a 6, he gets sustained hits too.
This is peak. This is the
So you're going to take your 3 with your 10 Gretchen on your home field and put them on the top of the wall and give them Lone Op. Give them all 3 temperamental Shokka upgrades. And then you're also going to use your unpredictable genius table.
Of course.
Every time they shoot.
Every time.
And that's where you're at.
And then you're also going to use your unpredicted
Temperamental Shokka
upgrade. And
Yeah.
just, from the top of that building, just...
You're just going to keep finding out what happens.
And every once in a while, one of them will just be gone.
I am very happy that this part of the book is back.
Yes.
I think this is fine. There's 15 detachments in here. Is this the most competitive? Probably not.
Probably not.
Is there like some weird degenerate gambling build that you can probably take that might be kind of fun and might do randomly well one game? Sure. But that's fun, right? I think it's important that like narrative and for fun players like legitimately have fun things like this in the book. Yeah. So I'm genuinely happy to see this.
And gamblers.
And
love gambling.
And gamblers. And then enhanced Runtma upgrade, also a Big Mek with Shokk Attack Gun upgrade. When this unit has shot, select one enemy unit hit by those attacks. You're infested with Snotlings. While you're infested with Snotlings, you have -1 to leadership rolls.
That's not good. I'm taking give me my second slot machine, please.
You're taking the second slot machine, especially since it only goes on Shokk Attack Guns.
Yeah,
This attachment's silly, whatever.
Yes. It's great.
It's great. It's
goated.
You could say 130.
Auto
Here we
clear.
go. Next up, Dread Mob. So Dread Mob's going to stay in the book.
Please.
Try the button.
Yes. Yes, there's more tables.
In your shooting phase or the fight phase, when a friendly Orcs Walker unit, excluding Titanic units.
Oh, boo. So you can't take your
No
Gorkanauts and just play like the slots over and over. Okay.
Can't do it. When your selected attack uses this ability, if you do, roll either 1d6 or 2d6. Reroll duplicates.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, reroll calls that out. And you get the following result. On a 1 or a 2, you get +1 attack. On a 3 or a 4, you get +2 strengths. And on a 5 or a 6, you get +1 AP. If you roll 2d6, you just have to make a hazard roll when you're done.
Okay, so you always get 1d6, no penalty. You're always going to take 2d6 because you're not a coward, right? You'll lose a Killa Kan in the process, but that's okay.
And you're always going to get 2 of these.
So if you re-roll duplicates, if you roll again into the same duplicate, do you just get it twice?
It says keep.
Oh, you keep rolling until you don't get until you have two
don't
different
have.
things. Okay, gotcha. Yep. So that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. So this is going to basically point at big Mek Dakkarigs, Killa Kans, Deff Dreads.
There's no units where you can overlap this and the other detachment.
This is kind of good on Dakkarigs.
That's pretty good.
+2 strength.
+2 strength.
And +1 AP.
And what's the last one?
+1 attack is kind of whatever.
It's not great.
The other two are really good.
It doesn't give both your guns though.
Gets your rockets to strength 12. Gets your bullets cannon to strength 9.
And you have a 66% chance of getting...
And they're AP2 base.
Yeah.
So you get to AP3 on the guns.
So you're always going to get one of the good ones. And then there's a chance that you get
+1 attack.
Like,
there's a chance you get both
of the good
or
ones.
+1 attacks.
+1 attack's not bad either.
It's also you go 22 shots. That is really good on Dakkarig.
Yes.
That's really good. Okay, so enhancements. Cyborg Booster. Big Mek / Mek model only. This model has +2 inches to move.
That's not bad.
That's fine.
I like that.
Dread Herder, Big Mek model only. While this unit is within 3 inches of a friendly Orcs Walker unit, excluding Big Mek units, it's calling out the Dakkarig here. This model is lone operative, and in your shooting phase, you can select one friendly Orc Walker unit within 3 inches of this model. This unit can reroll hit rolls 1 until the end of the turn.
Unit. Okay, given a unit of
Killa Kans.
Killa Kans reroll 1's hit. Not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Killing it, Kans.
To be honest, my second read of this attachment is actually... I think it's actually not too bad.
I'm taking this one and I'm taking the other chart one. Give me a third chart one, just for low, guys. Let me do it. Let me do it.
I got some bad news for you. You're out of charts. You're out of charts.
We're out of charts.
So 1 CP Crazed Rampage. Fight phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Orcs Walker unit, once again excluding Titanic units. When a model and your unit is destroyed, if your unit has not been selected to fight, roll 1d6. Add 3 to the result if you're a Deff Dread. On a 4-up, you have Fight on Death. So Deff Dreads have 1 CP Fight on Death.
That's really good.
Killa Kans have 1 CP 4-up Fight on Death.
That's also just good.
Yeah, it's good. 1 CP Dread Power. Your movement phase. One friendly Orc Walker unit. Your unit is riled up.
That's pretty good.
Till start your next turn. Really good on Killa Kans. 6-man Killa Kan unit. Yeah. Very, very good. Stomping Juggernaut. 1 CP. Your movement / charge phase. On a friendly Orcs Walker unit selected to move or declares a charge, you get mobile.
Okay, that's just good.
That's just good.
If you have Assault and you're rerolling your advance with the Killa Kans, you can like consistently move, because Killa Kans are probably about what, 3-inch bases,
Something like that.
something like that. So like if you're rolling in advance, you should guarantee be able to move like 2 ranks of Killa Kans through a wall, and then you're like, that's actually pretty good.
So this is a baseline good detachment.
Yes.
I think the problem with this detachment is we haven't read a friend for this detachment.
The other chart one, of course. What are we doing here? Why don't we just chart max?
You know what's funny is like actually it is the big Mek Dakkarig is a big mech unit.
Does he get both?
He gets both because he gets the unpredictable genius table, and he would get the dread mob table.
We've peaked. We're taking 3 big Mek Dakkarigs, and every time those things shoots, we're going to the casino.
It is important to know that the Madcap mechs table, only a 1 is bad. 2 through 6 are all good.
2 through 6 are all good.
So on a 2-up, you just get a good rule.
And you won't ever roll a 1 if you're pure of heart. It's important to remember that. So, you know.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's cool. That's cool.
I don't.
Dakkarig's just getting like random. That's the most orc thing ever, is just like randomly getting super boosted as a Dakkarig.
I'm probably going to paint it through Dakkarig so I can put it on.
Yes.
That's actually kind of fun.
See, if we just had one more chart, if GW did the right thing and gave us a big Mek Dakkarig chart detachment, we'd have peaked.
I know.
It'd be the greatest codex release ever.
Cool.
All right.
Next up, we have Blitz Brigade.
Oh, that one is Purge though. Dread Mob is Purge.
Dread Mob is Purge. It's
not bad for a shooting army.
Yeah, it's not bad. For a walker unit in particular, too. Yep. Blitz Brigade?
Blitz Brigade is going to be taken hold.
Cool. So, that's good. Unstoppable momentum. Friendly wagon units can reroll charge rolls. And when a friendly wagon unit is selected to make an advance move, change that advance roll to a 6. That's currently what it is. Actually, no, I don't think it's Blitz Brigade. I think it's Deff rolling Deff or whatever. It's the detachment we have right now. Kill rigs, hunter rigs, battle wagons, gun wagons, or wagon units. I want to remind you of the important interaction that the WA gives. The WA 1 can be on command from a Warboss pointing at something and putting into the wall.
Yep.
And then it is assault, which means that kill rigs, hunter rigs, battle wagons, gun wagons can just get to the wall and then auto advance 6 with this.
And kill rigs are really good at pivoting and getting extra movement.
And if I were to maybe to be a teams player and then to pick the Dawn of War table, and then maybe I were to say take a Warboss unit and then point at a kill rig or a gun wagon or whatever, put into the wall, and then maybe I have Ghazghkull too, so then I can use it on another unit on turn 1, and then put that unit into the wall, and then send them to my opponent's deployment zone turn 1. That's something I could do.
Something you could do.
That's something you could do.
God forbid you don't fall back.
Will that be good? No.
No. Okay.
But you can
All right.
do
All right.
that. Notably, a kill rig / a gun wagon and just Gaz before you even get, and a Warboss. We're looking at minimum 600 points for those 3 units.
Whatever. Who cares? You're doing it. You're taking that one, and then you're taking the 2 charge detachments and a recess.
This is a good detachment rule.
Yeah.
That is a good detachment rule. 2 enhancements. 1 is targeting gizmos, wagon unit only. While a big mech model is embarked within this unit's range attacks up ignores cover. If this unit is riled up, this unit's range attacks gain sustained hits. So you put a big mech in a gun wagon, and then it gets ignores cover and sustained
that's an
hits.
upgrade too.
And it rolls a 1. Yep, and it's an upgrade.
So you can run triple gun wagon.
Good.
That should give the big mech keyword to the wagon, so we can put it and roll dice.
Boss Boomer. That's the next upgrade.
Boss Boomer, dude. Oh my god.
Wagon unit only. While a Warboss model is embarked within this unit has that Warboss's model's intimidating motivation / keep hunting ability.
Okay, so you just yell from a...
Yeah, this is whatever.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's like...
Especially since there's no weird timings on the Warboss ability. It's start or end of move. So like you get it when you want.
So both of these are 10 points, notably. It's
not bad.
The first one is much better for 10 points. You could do that, but... Because, actually, hold on. Because don't gun wagons have some amount of firing deck? No, they don't. I think
they don't.
Only
they don't. Battle wagons do, but gun wagons don't.
That would have been. Actually, though, to be fair, like a bunch of flash kits in a battle wagon with that enhancement.
Oh, that's kind of true, actually.
Yeah. Then they still get the thing.
You can combo it with the flash kit detachment. So you like when the flash kits out, they get good rules, and while they're in the battle wagon, they still get good rules. And,
and like, well, you just take 3 of those, and then turn 1, you're like, all right. Turn 1, 30 flash kits in your opponent's deployment zone, and inside -1 damage.
-1 damage.
Yeah, well, none of and you have the Melzo profile. None of them are blasts, so you're just shooting out the sides whole game. Like if you're not dying, you go up and kill the things that can kill the bad guys.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
We're cooking.
I'm hearing you. That does sound cool.
And then that is taking hold.
1 CP, keep it running.
Okay.
Win into fight phase. One friendly unengaged Orcs infantry unit that was eligible to fight this phase and is wholly within 6 inches of a friendly transport unit that infantry unit is able to embark within. Just get in it.
End of the fight phase.
End of the fight phase.
So we have Fire and Fade.
So question mark on this one, because I'm not entirely sure, right? Because you can get out and fight, but there's that rule that says you can't re-embark into a transport that you got out of that turn.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this gets around that rule.
No, probably not. You probably like have the guys staged up on a wall. The real answer is you probably use it to cycle. So like the flash gets, one squad of flash gets out, shoots, the wagon auto advances to the other squad of flash gets, they shoot, get in.
Yeah.
And then the squad of flash that got out, fire and fades behind the wall with the other stratagem.
They do.
Bang.
You're seeing all the fire and fades.
Dude, we're Eldar. We're playing Eldar Orcs.
Eldar Orcs. 1 CP readied brawlers. Your movement phase when a friendly wagon unit ends a normal move. That wagon units embarked when your unit can make an assault disembark move. So get the Land Raider rule.
Which is good.
1 CP impending crunch. Your charge phase when a friendly wagon unit ends a charge move. Each enemy unit engaged with your unit must make a battle shock roll with -1.
That is just good.
Notably, it says each unit. So that's actually why it's also really good. So if you charge a bunch of guys and you do a bunch of battle shock tests. I've noticed there's a lot more battle shock tests in the Orc book now.
That is also really good for like as your melee army, because you don't need everyone to fail their battle shock. You need like one of the 2 possible interrupts to fail it, and then you're like, all right, now
you're just stack it on them until they fail it.
Exactly.
Right? Cult of Speed. It's back, baby.
Cult of Speed is back, and it is
Recon, I guess?
It is Recon. Yep. I think it's like the only Recon. Yep. Only Recon in the Orcs.
Adrenaline Junkies. Friendly Warbiker units have battle line. When a friendly Speed Freaks unit is selected to make an advance or fallback move, gain assault, and it does not stop you from being able to charge. Important difference here. That means no more fallback and shoot.
Oh.
Because it says you get assault. It doesn't say you can fall back and shoot.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So no more fallback and shoot for the Speed Freaks is kind of a significant change.
That's tough. That is genuinely tough.
But you keep the full back and charge, so that's good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Enhancement, Smoky Grubbins, Speed Freaks unit only, excluding aircraft units. When an attack targets a unit that is not fully visible to the attacking model because of a model in this unit, they get benefit of cover.
Yep.
You're not taking this. Nope. Competitive Streak, Deffkilla Wartrike model only. This unit can reroll charge rolls. And that unit gets +1 advance, reroll advances, reroll charge rolls. I mean, that's a very consistent bike unit. Yeah. So 1 CP. This is a funny strat to build in this one here. Delicious Eating Squigs. Your movement phase, 1 friendly Rukkatrukk Squigbuggie unit. Select any number of friendly Orc infantry units within 3 inches of this unit. Any number of them.
Any number.
They all heal 3 wounds.
What? What?
They heal. The Speed Freak unit heals Orc infantry units, yeah. Because the delicious eating squigs.
Oh, so they take the squigs from the Rukkatrukk Squigbuggie and they eat them.
Yeah,
well, then what does the Rukkatrukk Squigbuggie shoot?
More squigs.
He should be not allowed to shoot for the rest of the turn. That should be the rule because they ate all of his animals. Yeah, they were hungry.
Yeah. 1 CP Dock a Storm. Your shooting phase when a friendly Speed Freaks unit is selected to shoot. That Speed Freaks unit gets sustained hits.
That's not bad.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Speediest Freaks. Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Speed Freaks unit. Trans Hitman can't be shot on hit rolls of 1 through 3.
Oh, no, hold on. Nope. I've seen that rule before. We can't. That should not be allowed.
It's back, baby. It's back. Trans Hitman.
That's a dark time.
Yeah, this is back.
That is.
It does signify that this is a rule that is coming back to us all.
Please, for the love of God.
They took it away in 10, but it's back.
For the love of God.
We're going to be back. Remember, your 10-man Chaos Terminator unit can't be hit on 1 through 3s, and you can't reroll.
Light Harlequin units.
Hey, you're reminded. Yeah.
No, don't do this. Look, it's fine here. Who cares?
Red flag. Magic. Red flag right
Never
here.
again.
It's not going to be a problem on a Speed Freak unit, but it could be a problem on something else.
This is the start and end of where that rule should be.
Fly Boys.
Oh, I'm a fly boy.
Friendly Orcs aircraft units do not count towards the combined points value of your strategic reserve units.
Oh my God, I think you're straight towards the battle limit of your list. You just get free plates.
While a friendly Orcs aircraft / Deff Copter's unit is riled up, +1 to hit.
All right, that's not bad.
Enhancement Fly Boss, Orc aircraft unit, it becomes a character. And then when this unit ends an ingress move, each friendly aircraft / Deff Copter unit within 6 inches of this unit is riled up.
That is also pretty good.
That's actually a good one.
Very good. Yeah.
Impulsive Recon, Orc aircraft unit only. In your first movement phase, this unit can make an ingress move.
That's an upgrade.
Oh. Your planes can show up turn 1.
What are the Blitza-Bommer?
Wazbom Blastajet.
Good ones, yeah. And you're +1 to hit, and they hit on 4s, ignore cover. Oh my, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe planes. Hopefully not.
You know the war meme, the soldier. I actually just felt that in my skull. The planes don't shoot as good as they did back then.
Nah, they don't.
But that is a real combo.
That is, you got to be careful.
That is a real combo.
That's
a list that can exist.
Yeah, if your opponent hasn't had the time to get out and screen, getting hit by 3 of those guys turn 1 is genuinely real.
1 CP, fly and headbutt. Any phase when a friendly Orc aircraft unit is destroyed before rolling any deadly demise, your unit does not have the deadly demise ability instead. Select 1 enemy unit within 12 inches of your unit and roll 8d6. Every 4 up, they take a mortal wound.
Yes, we're doing it again. We're crashing.
Kamikaze plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just cry straight in. Long, uncontrolled burst. 1 CP, your shooting phase when a friendly Orc's aircraft / Deffkilla unit is selected to shoot. That Orc's aircraft / Deffkilla unit. When your unit targets a fly unit, reroll hit rolls.
Okay. Yeah, a little dog fighting.
Whirl a gig evasion, 1 CP. Your opponent's movement phase when an enemy unit ends a move. When friendly unengaged Deffkilla unit gets a reactive move. D6, normally flat 6 if you're riled up.
Okay. I do stand corrected. This is also a reconnaissance detachment. So both this one and this is also recon. So
I might have to try this.
Yeah, I could see this.
There's like some sneaking
sauce, some planes.
Sneaking suspicion thing.
I don't want
triple Wazbom Blastajet with 3 triple Bulls of Recon, and you show up. Yeah.
No. Don't bring
watch this one.
Don't bring
watch this one. Brute bosses. So this detachment has no stratagems.
No.
This only has a detachment rule and enhancements.
And it's purge the foe.
Yeah. Hard as nails is the rule. When a friendly Warboss model is destroyed, if this unit has not been selected to fight this phase, roll 1d6. On a 3-up, you fight on death. Add +1 if you're riled up. So on a 2-up, you fight on death.
This is unit or model?
Model.
Okay, we'll take it. All right.
Not your unit.
All right,
this is not to a fight on death for your unit.
Okay, thank goodness.
That would have been broken.
That would have been pretty broken.
But it's very good on Warbosses.
It is very good.
A lot of Warbosses in the book.
Yeah, they're like Beastboss and Squigosaur is technically a Warboss.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Deffkilla Wartrike's Warbosses.
Yes, he is.
Warbosses are Warbosses.
All right, we're cooking.
Yeah.
We're cooking.
Enhancements. So we have a bunch of enhancements here.
6 of them.
Surly as a Squigoth.
Oh, I like
Once
that.
per battle per army at the end of the phase in which this model is destroyed, 2-up, stand back up with 3 wins. Notably,
probably
infantry unit only.
Okay. All
so
right.
it's only
there it is.
It's only big boss.
No Beastboss.
Mega Armour bosses and regular bosses.
Right, cool.
Brutal but cunning. Warboss model only. This model's melee attacks have +1 damage.
That is just good.
There's some good combos here, right? So Beastboss and Squigosaur, this is really good. Beastboss, this is really good. Deffkilla Wartrike with the Warbikers can go up to damage 4 and have D6 +4 on the kill jet attack. That's a really good Deffkilla Wartrike. Blitz boss, Warboss model only, a transport unit, excluding walker units. This unit is embarked within, has +2 move and 5-up invuln. You're not taking this.
That one comboed with the truck detachment, so your truck moves like really fast. It's kind of
all right. Proper killy. Warboss model only. This model can roll hit rolls of 1. This is fine.
Model is tough.
Yeah,
this was unit.
It's fine.
Technically this does, if you like run out of in a shooting detachment things to lead your range. Is that melee or shooting? It's model.
It's just real heroes of one model only. This is good on once again. Deffkilla Wartrike.
Oh, is it melee?
Big Mek Dakkarig isn't a Warboss.
Oh, he's not a Warboss. He's a big Mek. It's been a while.
Next up, we have Morgog's Finking Cat.
Oh boy.
I have no other way to tell you this. This is Orc Phantasm.
Oh my god.
So Warboss model only, once per battle per army. At the end of your opponent's movement phase, if this unit is unengaged, this unit can make a normal move of up to D6 inches. It can reroll if it's D6. Important to note, this is the rule Phantasm. It's in one place.
One place is one forget.
Part of Phantasm and how strong it was is that you had to prepare for all timelines for all units in front of you.
Yep.
Right? That was the real puzzle breaker, right? This, you know exactly where it can happen.
Yep.
And it's once per game.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to say this isn't a good enhancement. This is also like what, 50 points?
Oh yeah, I'll point out from over here. It is also 50 points. So you're like doubling the cost.
This is a real cost. Yeah. And as we noticed on all of the points, everything's up. 50 points is a hefty price to pay when everything's up.
I think it's also important to note that while we're looking at all of these 1DPs, there are so many enhancements you're going to want to be taking. And so like it is also, it's 50 points, but on top of that, it's also taking a slot for other things.
Yeah. So I do think this is very good.
Yep.
And I think this will probably be in a bunch of lists.
Yep.
But I don't think it's as broken as it sounds.
No, it's much the Phantasm. Yeah, the Phantasm threat was, oh my god, I can't prepare for 20 possible timelines.
Yeah.
This is like there's counterplay to this.
There's counterplay.
There was not counterplay.
This is really good, particularly into Phantasm, into Heroic.
Yep.
That's the thing you got to watch out for, right? But once you know it, you can
hidden.
stop it. Or going into hidden. There's a
yeah.
lot of good rules here, right? This is my favorite one. The Gobshot Thunderbuss. Warboss model only. It gains the following weapon. The Gobshot Thunderbuss.
Then like a big, like a...
Lethal hits, non-monster vehicle, rapid fire 6.
Okay.
It has 6 shots.
Okay.
Range 24. Hits on a 4. Strength 7, AP 2 for 2. So within 12 inches, this is 12 shots of Strength 7, AP 2 for 2. Lethal hits, non-monster vehicle.
Some big Mek Dakkarig just handed his gun. That doesn't seem like a blunderbuss. I feel like a blunderbuss is like...
You know this is really good on?
What?
Deffkilla Wartrike.
Oh, another one. Deffkilla Wartrike. He wants everything.
It's really good. You put him in Speed Freak, so
You only have one
all
thing.
the time.
He only has one thing, Michael. Can't have more than one hand.
What if I take 3 Deffkilla Wartrikes?
You can have 3 things.
I
guess.
can't have
That's
3
true.
things,
That's true.
can
You
I?
can have 3 things.
Neat detachment.
It was a cool, like,
Neat
this,
detachment. I'll be very curious to see. This is where the list building gets really interesting,
Yeah.
right? Because we're splashing this in for upgrades and enhancements and like a fight on death for just war bosses.
Yep.
And maybe a dispo, right?
You know what this really reminds me of? This reminds me a lot of Librarius, where it's like you don't have any stratagems, you get like a decent detachment roll, and you have one really good enhancement.
Yeah.
And there's like some other stuff you can do with the rest of it, but you're throwing this in on top of other things.
I like that the Gobshot Thunderbuss is like, remember those relic pistols in 9th edition that were terrible?
Pistols, dude.
This is like the relic shotgun.
I think we ranked top 10 relic. Yeah,
I think that
there was a top,
Or they never
top
went
5
live.
relic pistols. Yeah.
So fun. Next up, we have Whirband.
Warband.
They may have killed the Whirboy, but they didn't take the whir out of the Weirdboy.
That is disruption.
Sucks.
Tough.
Friendly Orc Psyker models psychic attacks have +1 strength and then +1 strength for every 5 models in this unit. It's good on Weirdboy.
That's the weird boy.
Notably, this does include the kill rig,
Yes.
right? So the las cannon can get more strength, right? Which is cool. It can only get +2, so it can go strength 14 on it. Like whatever, that's still good.
Yep.
And then friendly Orc Psyker models have the following abilities. That means all your Psykers learn 2 new spells.
Do they get better psychic levels? Do they go to psychic school or
There
are they still in
there
level?
is an enhancement for that.
Okay,
We'll get there.
thank
All right,
goodness.
we'll get there.
Okay.
All right,
Master
so
Psyker.
the first one is Roar of Mork. In your movement phase, if this unit is not battle shocked, you can make a psychic roll for this unit by rolling 1d6. If you do, on a 1, become battle shocked. Select one enemy unit, excluding monster vehicle units, within 12 inches of this. That enemy unit makes a battle shock roll, -1 from that battle shock roll for every 10 models in this unit.
Okay.
Then Visions of Violence at the start of the fight phase. If this unit is not battle shocked, you can make a psychic roll once again. On a 1, you become battle shocked. Get in fights first.
Start of the fight phase is tough there. I'm going to be real.
Yeah, so the issue with this one is like I said, start of the fight phase, which means you can battle shock yourself and give up interrupt.
Yeah.
And then fights first is fine, but you actually need to do this in like multiple places for this to be good.
Yeah, the real problem, if you could do this at any point in the fight phase, then it's good, because then it's essentially free interrupt. But the problem is if you only have one thing, which realistically, if you're taking more than one unit that has a Weirdboy in it, those units aren't doing a ton of damage anyways, so it's like rough.
Yeah.
But the problem is that wherever you do that spell, they're just going to fight there first, because your other thing doesn't have... The other thing I guess is theoretically need for is you either force them to fight there first, or they're forced to give you a free interrupt, which is like neat, but
So it's okay.
Yeah.
I do like the battle shock one though.
Yeah, the battle shock one is quite with 20 mans, yeah.
So we have an enhancements. Orc Psyker model only. This model has the following weapon: the Crunch.
The Crunch.
Blast 3, hazardous, lethal hit, psychic.
Blaster, yeah.
Range 24. Hits on a 3. I'm sorry, 3 attacks, hits on a 4.
Okay.
Strength 5, AP 1 for 1. It's not good.
What the heck, man? I was all excited for the Crunch. That's not a. That's like the squish.
No, it's not good.
That's terrible.
Ed Banger.
There we go.
Hazardous precision psychic. Range 24, 2 attacks, hits on a 4. Strength 6, AP 3 for 3.
This is
How many points is that?
Ed Banger is 15 points. This is one of the combat patrol rules for orcs. Don't ask me how I know that, but they have combat patrol.
Okay. And then we have Warphead, Orc Psyker model only. This model has Psyker level 2, Deadly Demise D6, and can re-roll psychic rolls.
Okay, so that's actually the big... Yeah, I mean, like, being battle shocked was never a huge risk with it, but it is nice to just pretty much guarantee that you won't get battle shocked.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they can have something that's not just psychic level 1. Like, what's the point of having psychic levels if all of them are noobs, you know?
That's the book.
That's it. We did it.
That's the book.
We did it. That's orcs.
My thoughts on this book are complicated. Points are up.
Yeah, the points are
Points are tough. Things are really expensive. Are there so many combinations that we talked about in this book that there are so many orc armies that I can think of playing that are cool and interesting and different from each other? Yes. I think this book is incredibly well written in what it's doing.
Yep.
Going in and out of the wall as a concept, so cool.
Yep.
I love that the wall is like a core part of like manipulating it as like part of our identity. Right?
Yeah. It's beyond one turn.
Our beat sticks are back. The dinosaur monsters are back. Ghazghkull's back to being a big monster again, right? Like orc characters are like things to be terrified of again.
Yeah.
Do I think like boys at 3 attacks at strength 5, no way to make that better without like strats or something is a little tough? I do think that's a little tough. I'm a little worried about that. All our feel no pains are gone. Yep, minus kill rigs. Yeah, they gained it.
That gained it, which kind of
no Mega Knobs, no Painboy, no Painboss. I'm worried about that. Squighogs losing their feel no pains. Those are a pretty core part of our defensive process, right? Yeah. So we've lost a lot of durability. We hit harder though, but it's less of us on the table, right?
Yeah.
So I think this book is going to launch in a weird place. Right. The list I'm trying to look at right now, I don't have a lot of guys on them.
Yeah.
Right. So, but maybe my rules are so good now, it doesn't matter.
I don't need a lot of guys.
Maybe I don't need a lot of guys anymore. This is a fundamental departure from how orcs have been designed for the past 2 editions.
Yes.
Like this is a fundamentally new style of orcs.
Yep.
Right. We are way more elite. Our rules are way more interesting. We can do so much more cool stuff. Like the amount of combos. I mean, you just mentioned yourself.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Insane the amount of stuff you can do in this book. It's going to take a long time to get really good at this army, I think.
Yes.
And find all the ways you want to do it and find the play style you want to do it and figuring out how to even do it on the table the correct way. We haven't seen orcs like this before.
No.
Super cool.
Yep.
I love this as an orc player. I really cannot commend them enough for really going out of their way. This feels like an orc book.
Yep.
Right? So it's cool. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't played orcs in almost 2 editions now, and looking at the way that this book is designed makes me just want to play orcs. Like even if they're not like super duper great competitively,
it's fun.
I can only pray that the codexes for my armies are designed the same way this codex was, because this is
fun.
This was designed so well for like the rules wise it was. And points are, even if they're a little rough, it's a nice thing that they can adjust. That's very easy to adjust.
Yep.
But fundamentally, the book doesn't seem to have any like real problems, right?
I agree. It has good shooting. It's got good melee. It's got good tricks. It's got unique design. Yeah. Like you got good little tools in there.
Yeah.
I think it's an all encompassing book, which I think this feels like an orc army, right? Like orcs aren't just... Orcs have suffered by being just big melee bricks forever. Yes, orcs in the current meta are super broken.
Super good,
By spamming a bunch of stats and doing stuff but I'm sick of doing that. I'm sick of just spamming stats and running around on the table. Like, it's not as fun.
They're not good at being orcs.
My favorite orc army was Taktikal Brigade.
Yeah,
even after the first nerf, when it was just like a very fair army, and it was really good. That was my favorite way to play orcs ever. Yeah. And that's back.
It feels back, so.
I'm so excited to get this on the channel, guys. And that is going to be our review.
That's it.
I think you should be excited about this.
Yep.
We'll question mark, see where the power of the army is going to land.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't know. This is new. This is different. This is the first 11th edition codex, and it's different than everything we saw in 10th edition. We'll see where this is going to land. Points are all over the place. Rules are all over the place. Crazy combos, crazy points. Who knows, right? And you're going to watch us play it right here on the channel a lot. Right? I'm going to be doing a lot of orc content. I'm going to be working on a lot of orc list writing, a lot of like how to interact with different combos and what they are and how to use them. I have a lot of research I need to do on this one. So remember to join Art of War right here on YouTube, guys, by becoming a member of the channel, or check out the link below at thewarroom.vhx.tv. But that is going to conclude the orc review for this year. This was a long one.
It's a long one.
And we're going to see you guys in the next one. We'll see you later.